and I forgot to hit the live button. It happens. So we're going to start this over again. Hey, everybody, what's up? C Double in the house. Just wanted to thank everyone to being here. Ron is having some errands going on, so we may have him, we may not. I know Ladarius is on his way. Mondays is work, so yeah, we don't try to push people to get on when they can't. So we're going to be talk. I'll do the show solo for a little bit, and then if we get people in, we'll get them all in and get your comments in. We got them boys, our boys, dominated that game against the Vikings because we were in prime time. And I will say our offense needs to play, to play better, but our defense played out of their minds, even getting sacks and turnovers. I agree, John. John also brought up that Bijan and Tyler definitely carried us to win that game. Hey, man, Michael Penix didn't do bad either. He didn't turn the ball over. I can't – the fumble on Drake, that was on Drake. That was a hell of a play on the defensive guy, too, that, punched the ball out. So, I mean, I can't get mad at that. To me, you're making a play, you make a play. So, and let's see. We got JPJ. I had a sack, and so did our Georgia boy. Yep. Javon Walker, and man, what a move he made on that guy. I loved it. And I loved that Billy Bowman and Watts got a pick. So that was awesome job by those guys. Miss Christie, and I know you're probably at work and you're dealing with people, but just know, Miss Christie, if you're maybe able to sneak away for a moment, you can, I don't know, join the party since apparently, I'm all alone. Let's see here. But yeah, guys, I'm excited about how we look finally on defense. It was one of those. I'm watching the game. I was not happy with the way our offense was sputtering. It really was not looking good. Yep, John Brooks, Afternoon Falcon fam, and I just felt like we were just kind of like in the mud. Like at one point, it's almost like we could not even get a first down, or we were going between. I felt like I was watching Matt Ryan play. We get between the 20s, we were great. And then when we got to the red zone, we stagnated. We got to fix it because if not, it's gonna hit us in the butt. And let's see. Yep. Hey, Miss Christie, let's go. Falcons rise up. Yeah. And I hope y'all are excited about this game. I mean, I thought this game was much needed. We needed something like this. I mean, week one, I would say we didn't play terribly bad, but the problem I felt was we didn't play good either. And that is why I wanted us to kind of show up. And look, the defense showed out. That first fourth down stop was huge. You couldn't get any better than that. I thought that was setting a tone, and then we kept keeping that tone. We kept playing that. When AJ went down, I got scared, not going to lie, especially when you see a 40-yard pickup by Justin Jefferson and you get the field goal right at half. You just didn't want the team to hang around. But, man, but then you heard the news of I don't know if y'all heard, a lot of the linemen were going out of the Vikings. And you could tell they did not know how to communicate. And it was quiet. So it wasn't like they were dealing with noise. So, next man up sometimes isn't the greatest thing. We got to fix our offense. I got to admit, I'm worried about our O-line. We didn't look too good on offense. Look, our running game was there. That's what I'll say. That entire fourth quarter was good. Yeah. And I just watching the game and seeing how we performed, it gave me some good things. Now, look, I'm going to critique our team, so don't worry. I'll hit you the way I always do. I'm going to go straight for the heart because that's my style. I don't BS around games, all right? I feel like this. It gave me Matt Ryan vibes. It gave me, once we got between the 20s, we got field goals secured, which was dangerous because we didn't know what to expect from our field goal kicker. Shouts out to Brandon Romo, I think his name is, or yeah. Put the StreamYard link in for John. Okay. You know what? Shoot, I'm honestly normally I don't even do stuff like this, but I tell you what, Miss Christie, because you're my homegirl, I could do this. Give me a second. I'm trying to get used to StreamYard here. We'll get the like I said. I know everyone's busy, so that's why I'm not like pushing everyone to get in here. But there you go. So look, if you want to come on in, we'll talk. We'll go over the game. My thing is this: I thought the Falcons played well. They needed to after what happened. And yeah, look, man. I'm not mad. Life happens, Craig. Don't turn it into something big. It's all good. You know, I know Ladarius will be here. I know Ron. As soon as his stuff's done, he'll come too. So it's all good. I'm all about I work with everyone's schedule. I don't tell people what to do. So Friday, by the way, I'm sorry for no show. It got hectic, and with the schedule conflicts, I couldn't do crap. So, and then he did it. He held it down on his own. He can hold it. Hey, thank you, Christy. See, I'm glad someone believes in me. All right, no man, no, I'm not mad. Just go off what I see. I hear you. Well, we got John Brooks up in here.
What up, T-Dub?
What's up, brother? Hey, look, I'm going to tell you a little funny story because me and Ladarius, and even Ron, we looked at your name, and there are times you've talked to us. We all thought you were black, brother. So I just want you to know the whole Mike McDonald thing, that is why we've been doing that with you. I just wanted to give you a clue in on why we're doing it.
I totally understand. Hey, Mike McDonald's one of my favorite singers. I totally understand.
Oh, yeah. But it was so funny because we all were like, dude, did you know he was white? I'm like, no, did you? So you good, brother. You good. Hey, man, let's talk about this game. I mean, you came on in, so.
T-Dub, I am worried about our offense. I
Yeah,
mean, our offense did sputter. I liked our running game. I like Bijan and Tyler carrying the football. I really like that. I thought they did a great job carrying the football last night. Especially Bijan Robinson. He had some monster runs
yeah,
along with Tyler Algier. They had some monster runs last night. I wish we could go. I wish we could go out of the shotgun a little bit more than what we do. I like to see that. I think Michael Penix needs to go under center a little more
yeah,
than he does. Um, and I really hope Drake is whatever he's. I hope he's okay and he's not injured because of that drop ball he had last night.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I
Yeah,
But Zach Robinson is really. I don't think Zach Robinson is a man for the job. I just don't. I mean, the way his play calling is for our offense, it's not working. I mean, it's too much. I mean, he's not calling. I mean, we didn't take any shots down the field at all. No shots down the field. And that's one thing we got to do. I mean, we got to take shots down the field if we're going to open up this offense. I
yeah.
mean,
I I'm going to tell you, I honestly felt like our guys were still hurt. The way this game was being called, I felt like Mooney and Drake were still hurt. Like
yeah,
and we were trying to protect them against themselves, trying to like we were going to use London, but you could tell after that strip fumble. And look, he made some plays, so I'm not gonna crap on him. I don't think it's not
yeah.
about the guys. It's just they Brian Flores' defense was ready for them. But the thing was, we truly, I think, played to our abilities in the run game. I think our run game was dominant. Next to our
Oh,
defense, I think the offensive line took it serious. Even though they didn't play well, they took it serious in the form of we're going to get Bijan going. We're
oh
not
yeah.
going to be embarrassed. And I like that. I like that. I really do. That's Ledbetter doing his job. Now the play calling, I am with you. I feel
I love
Zach.
I love seeing Bijan and Jared carry the ball. I love that. I
Yeah,
mean, that was one of my favorite things of the game last night. I
yeah. And
mean,
by the way, I love that Algier got the ball in the fourth quarter. That is
oh,
something we so lacked doing.
And
So,
we need to use Tyler down in the red zone a lot more than what we do.
yeah, I'm not object to it. What my thing is this: if you can get both running backs going, you really need to start looking at getting Bijan on the field with Tyler. And the reason I bring this up is simple: you can flex Bijan anywhere. You can
Oh
keep
yeah.
him in the backfield. And then you make that defense have to declare: are you going to go after Bijan or are you going to go after Tyler?
Here's what I would do. I would use Bijan as a wide receiver. I
No,
mean,
exactly. Yeah, you're right. I like what you're saying because that's the same thing I'm saying. Is
him and
yeah,
Tyler are Swiss Army knives. They can do anything you want them to do. I mean,
Tyler was catching some passes. I was liking seeing that. By the way, I know he it's not like he can't do it, but it's
what
good to see him do that.
I'm worried about Michael Penix holding up under pressure because last night they were hitting him, but they were hitting him so hard. I was worried about him getting hurt. I mean, because when he took that one hit to the head, I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I was worried about that. What I was concerned about wasn't just the hit, but what I was impressed with was he didn't turn the ball over.
No, that
And
kid has poise. The kid has
yeah,
poise. I can give him
yeah.
that. That kid has a
In,
lot of
in,
heart.
a, in a primetime game, look, I said this. Hold on. I want to make sure. Okay, no, I didn't skip that. Okay, cool. Uh, that run play up the middle where we'll get Bijan hurt, but at the end of the last season, Bijan was no. I agree, Christy. My thing is this: but if
All
you
right,
can have Bijan and Tyler out there, you start really pushing what the teams, because look, everyone knows if Bijan pulls out to the flat,
yeah.
you're not going to just put one guy on him. You
Oh,
kind of have to make sure, yeah. And if
and
you
that's
can lessen the box, come on.
That's the thing. We have to get Bijan involved a lot more. I mean, we have to get him involved because they're going to start to target him if we don't use him a lot more than what we do.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why I was like,
Use him as a swing running back. Like, I mean, have him swing it out of the backfield and have him, do that, or have him use him as a wide receiver. Do something that's, be creative.
yeah, and that's basically what I think we're all saying. I think when you watch how everything's been going, the run up the middle does not allow Bijan to move to the flat as fast
I
as that.
will give Kyle Pitts his flowers for last night. I think he did a great job. He wasn't perfect by no means, but I think he did a pretty decent job last night.
He kept it respectable. I think when he had his opportunities, he took them. And in a game like that, you kind of could tell the it's like this. It was the story of two halves. All right. That first half I felt was missed opportunities. I felt like we were just everything we were doing, we just were just off. And
Yeah,
I go to play calling. I go to play calling and coaching. Because look, someone needs to tell Zach Robertson prime time is not the time to be reading Lord of the Trilogy books to Michael
no,
Penix in the radio. Get the play call, send it to him. Let's keep it moving.
P-Dub last night. Michael Penix was struggling so bad to hear it wasn't funny. I mean,
Oh
you could
no,
tell. I
exactly.
mean,
And if you notice, this week there were a lot of quarterbacks getting aggravated with their coaches.
yeah.
Yeah, it was Sunshine with Mr.
Get,
Duval boy.
Here's what I think: get the play in quicker, get the play in faster.
Yeah,
That way, Michael Penix can get the guy to the line, get them set up to the line, and get the play off.
do
That's
you
what.
remember? Yeah. Do you remember when Peyton was playing? They would always have the play call around the
Yeah,
15-second point. And the reason why that was so important, 15 to 20, Peyton always wanted to make sure he had time to analyze what the play call was, but two, what he had in front of him. And
absolutely.
And the problem, I feel like these coordinators are forgetting. Let these quarterbacks use their talent. Let them use their ability. And I thought, look, if you put it, if you take it from a bigger picture, and you say which quarterback do you think is the better quarterback between the two, I believe a lot of people would have said Michael Penix.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Michael Penix was the better quarterback last night. Absolutely.
You know, he has a better skill set. He has a better, So my thing is, I don't think you're going to overload the kid. But if you're waiting 5 seconds into the play clock left, and you're like, hey, oh, by the way, oopsie, we didn't get to you, and now you're trying to hear in a loud ass arena.
Here's what I would do. I would go no huddle. I mean, I would go sugar huddle. I mean, if that's what we have to do, then do it. I mean, get the playoff a lot quicker than what we are. I mean, have Zach Robinson get the play into Penix. That way he can get the guys at the line and get the playoff, because you can tell Michael Penix is struggling you can tell he's really struggling to get the playoff and get the guys at the line. You can tell he's struggling with that.
Sorry, hold on. I like this. John, you are asking too much. Zach Robinson, dude, only demonstrates less than 4 plays. Christy. Even though you're right, Christy.
I'm going to be honest with you, Miss Christie. I'm not a fan of Zach Robinson. I think the dude is too vanilla for me. He's not creative enough. There's a lot of things I would do if I was the offensive coordinator. I would use Bijan as a swing running back or wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would take shots down the field. I mean, because last night I thought we could have beat them with a lot of throws deep down the field. I thought we could have opened up the playbook a lot more than what we're doing right now. I mean, because I think we could beat these defenses going over the top.
Mm-hmm.
But Zach is settling too much on he's settling too much on Bijan and too much on Tyler. And I think if the defenses that we're going to play, they're going to figure that out. They're going to be like, you know what? They're going to give the ball to either Bijan or they're going to give the ball to Tyler, and they're going to lock in on that. So if I'm Zach Robinson, I'm taking shots down the field. I mean, we know Michael Penix can throw the ball. We know that.
I think it's like this. This is why. Remember when I said about the starting of the season? It's not the players I'm worried about. It's not the young guys. It's what's the coaching like? How are we going to get the most out of our guys? Or most out of the plays?
Raheem Morris needs to take the gloves off. If he's gonna let Zach Robinson do his job, then let him do his job. Take the gloves off. Stop being so conservative.
No, I'm with you there. Look, when you look at how this team has been fixed and how they've been worked together, and now we're going to go on to defense because the defense deserves some credit too. Now,
Barry Bowman, Xavier Watts played out of their mind last night. Shout out to Xavier Watts
and Bowman.
Shout out to Bowman. Shout out to JPJ. Shout out to Jalen Walker. I mean, those guys, they played out of their minds last night. I loved the defense. Loved it.
I bet you JPJ wishes that Tennessee would have, clinched that game. But oh well, 9 in a row, baby. Anyway, I just had to bring that up. Especially with Walker getting that sack too. I was so happy about that.
I hear you. Go Dogs, baby. I'm right there with you. Go Dogs.
When I saw him get that sack, I'm like, oh yes, here we go. And that was a beautiful move, by the way. He got that boy on skates.
I mean, I think 6 sacks. 6 sacks with some INTs. I like it. I love it, man.
And it was sacks that needed to happen.
Yes, sir. I agree, C-Dub. It did need to happen because we have been struggling on defense for so long, and I'm glad we were able to put that game away with defense and getting the INT there at the end. I mean that was the best thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought our defense played. I thought our defense was great. I loved it. I wish we could do that a lot more often because I mean, how many times have we seen our defense give up the lead or give up an early touchdown and just and how many times have we seen that? Last night, I think our boys came out I think our boys came out with their heads on fire. They were ready to play. I think they were chomping at the bit, and they said, "You know what? We're going to put McCarthy on lockdown and make McCarthy have to beat us."
Yeah. I mean, and by the way, when AJ Terrell went out with the hamstring, Justin Jefferson was still held to one catch. So,
Oh
and
yeah,
look,
we
they had injuries on the line. They had injuries on the O line. Not my problem. We had injuries on our receivers and our top corner. So, look, it happens.
their injuries is not our problem. I mean,
Yeah.
they had injuries, okay, whatever. I don't care about that. I like the way our team played last night. I think our team played well.
Mm-hmm.
Our offense get cleaned up. Zach Robinson, just take the gloves off. Stop. I mean, if there's one thing I would tell Raheem Morris, look, bro, take the gloves off. Let Zach Robinson do his job. Let him be creative. Pull some trick plays. Do some trickery. I mean, do something that they're not expecting.
Mm-hmm. My thing is with the team, it's like this. At first, I was furious with the offensive play calling, but then I started thinking about the injuries
Yeah.
and wondering how healthy is Mooney and also how healthy is Drake. So I'm giving them like a small pass, but yet you could have done something where you involved the other guys. Hold on, we got the one, the only.
Whoa! You gonna throw me on camera? What do you mean? I didn't get in the makeup chair or anything. How dare you?
Bro, you as soon as you walk through the door, you working. It's time to put that celebrity on there.
I'm more worried about Mooney than Drake. I think Drake will be okay. I'm worried about Mooney. Is Mooney still hurt? I mean, or is Drake hurt because of that one drop pass that he had? Is he still hurt? But I think Drake will be okay. We've seen Drake play through some tough. We've seen him play tough. We've seen that.
Yeah, and that's what. So, Ladarius, we got you here. What was your thoughts on the Falcons game, man? I mean, we did get the win, so we know that. But we're talking about right now just kind of like the offense issues, but also kind of giving praise where praise needs to go. And we'll be definitely hitting up that defense here in a bit. So, what was your thoughts?
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm glad to be on panel with you. And same with you.
No problem. Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad Christy gave me the idea. She's like, "Hey, throw the StreamYard link. Add John." I'm going. You know what? Let's do it.
Yeah. Listen. John fills in we do a weekend show. John fills in, and I'm like, I feel confident the show's gonna be just fine.
I would love that. I mean, if it's okay with C-Dub, I would love to do that.
Yeah, no problem. Just know anytime when we're out and about, we're doing something. Just know if you're in the comments, I'll just throw you the link and we'll get you in.
Yeah, especially that deal we got from the anyway. We got sponsorship money, so we're good. I think we're good.
We're doing
great. We're doing great. We'll be right back. 30 seconds in, I'm already diverting the show.
He's vanilla. He's too vanilla for my liking. I think Zach Robinson is. I think Raheem Morris is not. I think Raheem Morris is keeping the gloves on Zach Robinson for now. I don't understand why that is. I don't like it. I think Zach Robinson could be a little more creative with the play calling. like I said, use Bijan Robinson as a swing running back, or put him as a wide receiver, or have Bijan or Tyler do a halfback, or do a what do they call it, the flea flicker. Have him do that. I mean, just have him do something creative.
Yeah. Look. I just like Christie's comment, and I want to hear what Ladarius has to say to all this, because so apparently Christie's saying that Zach Robinson is not as creative because he's like the kid that the parents make play football when he really wants to play with dolls. So I'm going to give that to Ladarius as we keep going.
Oh, goodness, Christy, I totally agree.
Well, first of all, hello panel, hello chat. Sorry for being fashionably late. I apologize.
Oh, it's all good, brother. It's all good.
I was always raised to apologize for being late. So, no. Well, first and foremost, like you guys talked about the defense. So, I'm like defense played great, but offensively, Mike, I feel conflicted. On one hand, it felt like the Vikings defense could not stop Bijan Robinson in under any circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then even we saw Tyler Algier. So we're seeing like people were calling for a little bit more balance in the run game, which is great. But as far as the play calling goes, I think one of two things is happening. I think either Zach is being kind of handcuffed by Raheem, or Raheem just needs to let this man coach and let him open up the playbook. Because when you have a guy like Bijan is in the same breed as Saquon Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could argue they're 1 and 2 in the league in terms of running backs. The concerns that I have is, at some point, if teams figure out a way to stop Bijan, how do we get other aspects of this offense to go? And that's the concern. I'm sorry, go ahead, John.
I want to piggyback on what you just said there, Ladarius. I think, to make this offense go, and like you said, the other teams are going to start keying in on Bijan Robinson. To make this offense go, Zach Robinson is going to have to open up the playbook and take shots down the field, because I think once the defenses know what we're doing, they're going to lock in on either Tyler or Bijan, and they're going to shut the running game down. We can't depend on the running game all the time. You got to throw the ball to Mooney. You got to throw the ball to Drake. You got to take deep shots. I mean, because if you're only going to run the football, defenses are going to be like, you know what, we're going to stop this. We're going to lock this down, and we're going to stop it.
Mm-hmm. No, and I get that. And Christy says, like, neither Morris or Zach have no creativity to think outside the box, which I think is true. But specifically, I think the core issue is that, and this is the point I always bring up, is when it's a defensive head coach. Think about this. In Washington, Dan Quinn's there. He has Cliff Kingsbury, who's known as one of the more creative-minded guys in the national, in terms of offense. Like, maybe not a great head coach, but a great, excellent offensive mind. You looked at the time where, like, Bill Belichick, all those years, he had Josh McDaniels. And that offense looked pretty good. To me, it's not knocking. I'm not trying to knock Zach Robinson, but at some point, you worked under Sean McVay. And Sean McVay is known for being a top offensive mind.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to see some of that here with the offensive pieces we had, with Bijan, with Drake, with Kyle, with Mooney, with Penix. And it's not that I don't think that he's not creative. I just don't think he has to understand is that you always need a plan B. Because think about this. Like the Philadelphia Eagles won a football game, and Jalen Hurts didn't throw 100 yards passing in that football game. And they won that football game. Every team is built differently. And I'm not defending Zach's play calling. I'm not defending it. But there will be some weeks this season where Jalen may have to throw at least 200 yards for the Eagles to win. And there will be a time this season where Michael Penix will be asked to do similar. My whole point is that it's not only the lack of creativity, maybe. I think Zach has to really sit down and understand and utilize the players' skill sets. And that's why, and that's a core issue. Like I use Cliff Kingsbury. He utilizes Jaden Daniels to what Jaden Daniels does best. He doesn't try to make Jaden Daniels a pocket guy. And that's a huge mistake when coaches, when you draft players, you try to make them and mold them into what you perceive to be a quarterback. You let them do what got them there to be successful, if that makes any sense.
No, it's
I agree.
100%
with you on that.
It's like with Michael Penix, it's like I think Christy says that's another reason why I don't think he has. If you were exposed to more, why? Yeah, that's the point I made about Sean McVay. Like that part concerns me. It's not the creativity; it's the guy you worked under in Sean McVay, who's one of the more creative offensive guys. Surely you learn something. And sometimes it's like this. Think about all the guys that were hired under the Belichick tree who we thought was going to be great head coach. Matt Patricia. Let's see.
Nope.
Romeo Crennel.
Nope.
Josh McDaniels.
Nope.
Great offensive mind, but Bill O'Brien. It's hard to say, but when you say Bill O'Brien,
not bad,
yeah, and that's saying something. That's saying something. And he's not even in the NFL. He's at Boston College. That's all you need to know. He's at Boston College. It's like, I'm not trying to disrespect Boston College. That's what Matt Ryan went. I'm not trying to disrespect the school.
No, you're fine. No, you're good. You're good.
But it's like, the fact of the matter is that Zach Robinson was hired to be like a Sean McVay type of coach. Imagine when you have Michael Penix and you have that great offense. It should be a top 5 offense. I don't believe it's hyperbole. I just believe that it's part creativity and part that does Raheem understand what he has in offense outside of Bijan? That's the question that needs to be answered. Because when you have a Drake London, you have a Darnell Mooney, and you have like Kyle, you have talent there. It's not about, and it's no disrespect to Bijan under no circumstances. But it's like this. When teams shut down your best player, who's going to step up? What's the plan? That's the issue. And Christy says, I mean, why don't we see it as well? Yeah. I think I put it this way. I think, to answer Christy's point, I think Raheem hired someone who he was familiar with. I'm not saying he's like their buddy, but see, Dan Quinn went out and got Cliff Kingsbury because it's like not a great head coach, but he is a great offensive mind collegiately. And the Cardinals offense wasn't terrible with Cliff Kingsbury. The defense, that's a different conversation. But you have to, when you're looking to hire, when you're a defensive coach, it's always important to look for an offensive guy and just say, hey, you handle the reins. And then what you saw on Sunday, think about this. It's where I think that's why Bears fans are upset, because they hired Ben Johnson because they saw how great he was with Detroit. And be like, oh, he was great with Detroit. Imagine what he could do with Caleb and all these receivers. And the Lions promptly ran the brakes to them at Ford Field. And people are like, oh, that's no. Sometimes the question as a coordinator, are you a great coordinator, or are you a product of having great players? Like, I tell people this, and I don't mean to take up this much time. I apologize.
No, you're good, bro.
But it reminds me of this. Think about this. Like, do you remember who the head coach of Auburn was when Cam Newton was there?
Chiswick.
Yeah, Gene Chiswick.
Okay. Damn.
Now, Gene Chiswick, great. Listen, but here's the problem with Gene Chiswick. Gene Chiswick, after Cam left, he looked pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what's your point? That he's how can I phrase it?
You ain't got Cam.
Yeah, it's like it's like this. You know how long he lasted without Cam? You know how long Gene Chiswick lasted? He didn't last very long.
No, he didn't. I think like 2 years. I think they got him out in like less than 2 years, I want to say.
Yeah, he left Auburn in 2012. He was fired. Not too soon after Cam was there. And like, well, Darius, what's your point? My point is, and when it comes to offense, it's like, was Gene Chiswick great because he was a product of Cam Newton's talent? And the answer was yes. Because listen, you're able to move when great players move on in college.
Yeah.
You're supposed to sustain it. It's like, why was Nick Saban so great? Because he was able to continue to produce year in and year out. Why is Kirby Smart so great? Because they produce talent year in and year out. You're not dependent on one player or players that bank on your time as a coach. And that's the problem. The question becomes now when we look at Zach Robinson, is that was Zach Robinson? They have great talent in the Rams. The question becomes, why is he not? And it goes back to Christie's point.
Mm-hmm.
The question becomes not the lack of creativity; it's that what did you learn from Sean McVay? And the answer is absolutely nothing. That's my concern. Like people, like it's not mitigating the win, but here's the thing: Parker Romo outscored the entire Vikings offense just with his leg. That's all you need to know about this game. That's all you need to know. Is that lets me know the defense was great, but our offense, we settled for field goals. And that's the concern. Like at some point, you got a guy whose arm and Michael Penix, and you can use play action. And you got Darnell Mooney, you got Drake London, you got speed.
Yeah,
like you could use Bijan as a decoy if you need to be. Like Kyle Pitts looked decent. Like it's. I guess to a certain extent, it's not the creativity. It's like you got to read the room, because if we're all seeing the same thing, why is it Zach Robinson is not seeing this on film? If defenses are focused on stopping Bijan in the box, you have legit one-on-one matchups with Drake London and Darnell. You're going to force defense to choose who to guard. Who are they going to do? What are they going to do? That's Bijan's impact is that capacity. It's like for the Eagles, Saquon Barkley used in play action. You can use RPO. Like you could literally do what the Eagles are doing. You could use RPO. You got Michael Penix. He can run his arm. And Ryan on this show talk about it's like a warm moon. It's like a cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Bro's out here throwing the ball like he's Randy Johnson.
Yep.
And it's just the point that utilize the skill set and the talents that you have, because that's what hinders this. That's the only concern I take away. I'm not going to trash the game because we got the W.
Yeah.
But the takeaway is I take up too much time, Senator. And I like Craig said, like I was going to filibuster, so I'm going to yield back the rest of my time when I say this. It's about utilizing the talent that you have and work to what they do best. Because, like, you look at Lamar Jackson when Greg Roman was over there. It's like, hey, he's like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, what? Find things that makes your quarterback happy. Go back into college and find like what worked there, and translate into the NFL. That's what Zach Robinson has to do. Zach Robinson has to watch film on Michael Penix to see what made him great. and utilize that skill set, utilize that big arm, utilize what he does best, utilize what Bijan does best. And that's how this offense will be successful. Because at the end of the day, Cliff Kingsbury was very familiar with Jaden Daniels. And people are like, oh, they may be struggling, but listen, it's just like teams figure out quarterbacks in the second year. So they'll be fine. And Christie's make it like Zach can't watch, film while sitting in the booth. He needs to be on the field. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And say, how are the players? Yeah. It's like he said he needs to be on the field, interact with players. How are the players' input included? Some played on the opponent team. Exactly. It's that point, Christie, and I'll add this. You talk to these players, like this is where I say, maybe him sitting in the booth like a spectator, but he should be in the room with these players and talk to them. And like I said, it may sound like simple and it may sound like elementary, but I mean, the bigger issue is that I just don't think Zach Robinson knows what he has. It's like this. Some people don't know they have a Cadillac in their garage. They think they have a Miata. All right. They don't know what they got. People say, oh, your car is great. Oh, no, it's nothing. Bro, you got a Cadillac. You got a Mercedes. But you're driving around town like you got a Miata or a Pinto. That's the problem with Zach Robinson. I just don't think he knows what he has. And that goes to the fact I don't think he knows how to utilize it. And that's what's hindering the offense. He has to know what his players can do. Like, this is year 2. You should have an idea of what your players can do and not do. Like, it's like, listen, like you never saw Tom Brady run RPO. All right. You never saw Tom Brady dashing down the field for 40-yard runs. All right. There's a reason for that. Because the tape shows is that maybe between him and a snail, it'll be a tight race.
Mm-hmm.
And like to Christy's point, like, yeah. And that's the point, Chris. Yeah, that's the point I'm making, Christy, is that he needs to talk to these players and listen to what they have to say. Because I don't think he knows what they can do. I'll stop talking because I took up too much time. So I'm done.
Well, you're fine. I will say this. The defense was so good, they knocked out J.J. McCarthy for next week. He's not playing. He's has they're saying an ankle. And he'll be his backup Wentz will be going against the backup Brownie for the Bengals. So that'll be interesting.
Jeez, yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a high scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Set the line to -10 points. Anyway, sorry.
I don't know, man.
Forgot my...
Brownie actually connected with his guy though. That's the thing.
Yeah, but listen. Okay.
No,
all right,
he's
right.
no Joe Burrow. I know that. So
no. I wasn't even going to say that. It's like Jake Browning's decent. Like, but listen, remember, folks, that the Vikings chose Carson Wentz over Sam Howell. I just want people to think about that. Think about that. Like Sam Howell, like go back to his time at Washington. In that time, he wasn't terrible. Hey, let's go get Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is like the guy who sits on the bench and got a ring. I'm not knocking his injury, but like he was never the same dude after that. And it's not like he had opportunities in Indianapolis to be that guy. But you chose Sam Howell. But you said, we could trade Sam. Stupid. Like, stupid. So listen, the person I feel sorry for is Justin Jefferson. That's the person I feel sorry for.
Someone needs to hug that man. We saw it.
Like he went from Sam Darnold. Okay, cool. JJ McCarthy. Carson Wentz? Yeah. Listen.
Hold on. If the injury gets worse, you're going to see JJ going into the office. I want Kirk back.
Listen, we're talking about, like, we're joking around, like it's true. Kirk Cousins is going to be if a team is desperate enough.
Yeah.
And if they feel that they can contend, like Cincinnati, if Jake Browning struggles a bit, I'd pick up the phone and call Kurt. If you feel you're a contender. Like if you're going to be trashed, then like, no, don't worry about it. But if you feel you can do something, then yeah.
Watch out for the AFC North. I think you're going to see some movement because of the fact that I think Baltimore, despite the showing against the Browns, because that's the Browns, but Baltimore always is the team. If they are slipping, you want to try to catch them. And that's just my opinion. So,
Quinn and Shanahan. Yeah.
So, under Quinn and Shanahan, players were given autonomy at the line of scrimmage that eventually conflict over to late game and calling. Okay, here's my thing about this. Because I think we're all saying the same thing. My thought was our offense felt good 20s between 20s. But when we got in that red zone, we had TBS happen, tight booty syndrome. We were tight.
Jesus.
And you couldn't even get a pin up there. And I'm just saying, or
we're trying to get we're trying to get that was a very specific item you chose. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yes.
I might want to ask what type of pin either, because I don't want to delve. Yeah.
Yeah, like a sewing needle. How about that? But no, for real.
No comment.
Yeah, but look, I just feel like, when you listen to, remember training camp where everyone was talking about how the deep ball is going to be active. John remembers this. They were talking about, the deep ball. Michael Penix throws a beautiful deep ball. All right. And you need to see how Drake and how Mooney. And by the way, I heard it again. Kyle Pitts apparently doesn't need to have reps, but just ride with Michael Penix or play golf. I'm not trying to be mean, but at this point, I don't care. Every time I hear something like that, I want to find the person and slap the ever-living Jesus out of them. Eventually, you need to have on the field. Now, go ahead, John.
I want to piggyback off what you just said there, C-Dub, about Kyle Pitts not needing catches. I think he does. I think he does need it because, he's not getting targeted very often like Drake and Mooney do. They get targeted, but to say he doesn't need catches is that's just the most ludicrous statement.
No. I'm not saying he doesn't. What I'm saying is they were talking about his connection with Michael.
Yeah, I think he does.
It's almost like this. They're saying, hey, Michael, this is how it comes off to me. Michael Penix and Kyle Pitts have been drinking beer together. That means they're on the same wavelength.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I'm saying. It's like, let's stop trying to give so much credit. We got to go ridiculous off the box. Let's just see how they do. I think now, by the way, this is where I will say, when Kyle Pitts has been able to get involved, I think they've done a good job getting him involved. But the thing is, if you're not, like you said, if you're not taking the shots down the field and you're just compressing everything, you're not going to get these guys to really showcase what they can do. And we've got some good catchers. We got some good pass catchers.
I agree. And here's what I would do. Here's another thing if Zach Robinson could do, if he wants to do it, you could run the Wildcat, have him run, have Kyle Pitts run the Wildcat formation. You could do that.
Look, my thing is this: when can we see some creativity from Zach? Because right now, like we've seen it with Kevin O'Connell, he's done it. And that's another guy from the Sean McVay tree that Ladarius talked about. You watch these offensive coordinators, they all try to find a way to get creative. Why? They want to get the ball to the most potentially dangerous weapon they have on the team. I think
the reason we're not seeing it is because I think Raheem Morris is strong arming Zach Robinson. I think Raheem Morris is dumbing it down for Zach Robinson. I think Raheem is telling Robinson, look, do what I need. Just play the calls I want you to call, and just and I think that's what's happening. I think Raheem Morris is strong arming Robinson. I really do.
Yeah. I don't know. Because for me, if he was trying to strong arm me, I would be laughing my ass off. Because I'd be like, you can't even stand. Every time I look at Raheem, he looks lost. I almost want to ask him, are those are those headsets? Are they plugged in? Because I really feel like you don't know how to use those, right, boss?
Well, I mean, last night, C-Dub, on the sideline, you could tell Raheem Morris, he wasn't even talking into the microphone. You could tell. I mean, he wasn't even talking to Robinson. You could tell it.
Hold on.
Wait,
This could have been.
So,
Yeah, go ahead, Ladarius.
oh no, go no. I was gonna say. So you say he pulled a Milli Vanilli is what we're saying.
Girl, you know it's true.
Girl, you know it's. Oh crap! The record. Stop it.
So this is Raheem.
I think he's just being too. I think something's going on with that play call. I mean, with the play calling with him. I think it's either Raheem Morris has got so much of an effect of what he's doing in the booth that Raheem Morris is just telling, hey, just run the plays I want you to run, or he's being strong armed by Raheem Morris. I mean, it's either got to be Raheem Morris has so much of an effect over Robinson that he's not being creative, or Raheem Morris is just strong arming Robinson for no reason.
Hold on, I gotta do this. Every shot is this.
Yeah, absolutely, C-Dub.
Or
yeah, he's looking away or looking up at the scoreboard, or he's like, I mean, I don't, I mean, that's one thing I've noticed myself. He's either looking away, looking at the scoreboard, looking around. He looks lost. I mean, I agree with C-Dub on that. He looks lost.
that was Masterpiece Theater by C Double. So, all right, let's see. We got Raheem knows defense and not offense. If he wanted to strong arm, wouldn't it be clashing with Albrecht? Kind of, but here's the thing. I think he also knows with Albrecht is safe, as in he's worked with him before to a point of I know this guy, and not only that, Albrecht he's getting results. After that first game, look, I'll give him this game because that game was all defense.
I agree with C-Dub. That game was all defense last night.
They could. What I liked was we finally saw a rookie quarterback look like a rookie quarterback. Because think about it, every time we played somebody, there's a freaking Hall of Fame jersey for Will Levis, who's not even playing in the game now because of his first start against the Falcons. So I go back to that always. So when I see the fact that we made J.J. McCarthy, one, we hurt him, and two, we made the Vikings look pathetic. I thought this was going to be a tight game throughout, but when the linemen went out, I want to say it was the left tackle, the game was over because they couldn't protect. Ladarius, did you notice that? How they literally could not stop anything the Falcons were doing.
Yeah. Oh, you guys were doing great without me. I was just sitting here, executive producing and making, I was cutting out checks for you. I was cutting out checks for you and John. That's what I was doing. I was running everybody's checkout.
But no, I just want to get your opinion on it.
No, listen. Think about this. We saw all four rookies make an impact in this game.
Mm-hmm.
We saw James Pierce, we saw Jalen Walker, we saw Billy Bowman, we saw Xavier Watts impact.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, because trading a first round pick is not valuable. It's like think about the Micah Parsons trade. You know why Green Bay said we're good? Because we'll be drafting in the 20s. We're good.
Yeah.
And that's what the Falcons did to trade up because they felt that James Pierce was another part, like this team's gonna be drafting in the 20s. And I say that because people are like, oh, you're trading up in the draft, and sometimes it doesn't work. It worked here in this game. All four those guys that with interceptions, whether it was sacks, like a shout out to Diablo.
Well. God, yes.
This was a fantastic game defensively. And Chris is asking me, can I get a gift card for chat participation? You know what, Christy? Wait. Oh wait.
Hey, C-Dub, we're gonna have to do something awesome for Miss Christie because she's been really awesome today.
Oh, of course, of course. Don't worry. We're gonna get her the home game, Ladaria's home game version of this thing. So we'll
No,
make sure.
I mean, she asked me the question. Everyone just, man, I feel like that guy from from Dark Street, Dark State. That's why he says what he says. I get it now. How you get on television? I gotta say stuff about cheeks to get on television.
Or thighs.
Hey, Chris, are you sure you're not one of the what's his name from the family? The dude that what's his name?
Oh,
Not
are you talking about Tony D'Angelo? I hope we're not talking about Tony D'Angelo.
not Tony B there, brother.
Listen, let me tell you something. I don't trust the guy. Listen, okay, you know what? I didn't know how we got here, but I guess people want to see me angry on a Monday, so we're there. First of all,
here we go.
Leadership, terrible. Here's the thing. There's here's the thing. When they remember when they had like when they were in the parking lot of NXT, and like Stax was there, Luca Cristofino was there, and then they had like two guys they had like from Jersey, they
had the red shirt guys.
Yeah, and then like to match up against Dark State, and then Tony D'Angelo, assuming he just left Ace Hardware, comes out with a crowbar, like he caught like Ace before it closed at 9. To come and then he's like, I got an idea. Oh, great! You're gonna do 4 on 4, right? No, it's gonna be you. It's gonna be me. It's like he couldn't do math. That's number 2. I don't listen. I don't care what people's politics are. If your leaders don't know how to count, that's not good. All right, that's not good.
Little Darius on that.
It's like, for God's sake, there's Sesame Street. There's reruns. He did like 4,000 episodes. I'm pretty sure half has the count in it, so we can learn how to count. That's number 1. The number 2, when you book the match, it's 4 on 3. You can't find a 4th person. You're telling me? Listen, I don't blame. Listen, I don't want to work with Tony D'Angelo either. But you're telling me that you have NXT and like nobody. It's like when you're playing pickup basketball. You can find some dude and be like the 4th or 5th player on your team. You don't need that guy to be freaking Giannis or Jokic. You just need a 5th guy on your team, and you can't get anybody. That's Tony D'Angelo. That's how terrible of a leader he is. Like,
you know who I would have picked there, Ladarius? I would have picked Obafemi.
Obafemi probably said, I got to work with this man? No, thank you. I saw his math skills. He's like, this man can't count. I know, Oba. I tried to tell you. I know you want. I know where you come from is nice to be nice, but you're in America. You got to stop doing that stuff. You got to tell people like no. When no is always no.
You know how Joe Henry. You know how Joe Henry would help anybody. I believe even Joe Henry would be like, yeah, nah, this ain't for me, pal.
Even Joe Henry, who came out of a fridge, would say no. All right. To this day, how the hell do you fit inside the bottom of a fridge? Anyway, back to Tony D'Angelo. And then here's the thing. Then Luca Cristofino comes back after being in that desert, after that Sopranos-esque ending, to like we thought Stax whacked this guy in the middle of the Nevada desert. And all of a sudden he shows up, Luca looks clean. It's like, I guess he didn't get harmed. Okay, cool. All right. It's like, I guess Luca went home and took a shower, like, okay, I guess I'll show back up to work. And
by the way, best person won in this whole thing, Stax. He's got Ariana Grace.
Yeah. Here's the thing. He should have been the leader. Listen, here's the thing, and I'll say this. You know what? You know that scene in what? The Godfather, where Corleone takes his brother out to the pond and you hear a shot? That's all I'm saying is I'm not advocating violence. I'm not advocating violence, but something had to be done. Stax did what we've seen through history. We've seen governments overthrown. You overthrow this man. Here's the thing. And then you're feuding with this man and you give away your safe house. Literally, the word safe in front of house indicates your house is supposed to be safe. So, let's go to 1314, Oak Street. Like, people know where you live. People know where the safe house is. So even if you were in witness protection, you're done. You're cooked. You're gonna be on Unsolved Mysteries because of freaking Tony D'Angelo. That's your leader. And you know what? That's why I rooted for Stacks from the very beginning.
Yes.
From the very beginning.
Yes,
when
he
this
did.
whole thing happened, I said, get this man out of power. He eats at the same restaurant, orders the same bowl of spaghetti and meatballs, I assume. Never seen a dessert. That's very concerning. He could have got a cannoli. Just saying. Very disturbing. And then I wanted the payoff because when he was at the table and the guy says, no, you don't call me Don. I'm like, I never called you that. I called you something else that we can't say on NXT on Tuesday nights on the CW. So, and then like that dark shadow, I wish it would have been Omos to toss him through that table and eat his spaghetti and meatballs. That's how you end the show. That's how you end the show. That's how you build up for me. That's how you build up Omos. That's how you would have did that. But as far as like, listen, Stacks has Ariana Grace. Like, listen, Stacks should be running the family. It should be him, Luca, and recruit some guys from Evolve. Like basically make the Don what you did to Baron Corbin. Make this guy a bum. All right, make him put money in that cheap fedora hat. Spare some change. No, get out of here, you bum. Get out of here. That's how you should treat Tony D'Angelo.
Just don't make sure he doesn't turn out to be Vinny Vinci because that guy's just lost it now.
I saw that. I feel bad. I saw that guy at McDonald's and I kind of yelled. I yelled at him because I counted my nuggets and he had me like 3 short. I was very upset. I didn't feel bad about it. I didn't apologize to him. I just felt bad. There's a difference. Yeah, listen, and then the sauce. Don't get me started. I'm like, you tell me there's no sweet and sour in this whole building? No, you go in the back, pal. How dare you talk to me that way? Wait, yeah, okay, Mr. Catering. Just give me the sauce. All right.
Let me make this very clear. If there is no sweet and sour sauce in my bag when I order nuggets, Mark Henry's music comes on, and you already need to know what's going to happen. That's all I need to say.
But when it come on for me, anyway, that's a whole different conversation.
You know what? It would come on for you, but I'm just saying.
I'm like, no, your music. Listen, your music would be like Steve Blackman's music, like Dan Severn. Like that was a hard theme.
That was
like
Dan
the band, yeah. Like clearly we can't get
I will say Ken Shamrock's theme was also not so bad too.
Or we can just give you a Stardust. It's not gonna admit we can give you that too.
Dude, Stardust. Now we're talking. I thought the old school Cody Rhodes theme was cool though too, or the old school Randy Orton theme. I want is the hey.
Or give.
To be honest, I like Stardust. Not Cody Rhodes Smoke and Mirrors. I mean that song.
There's that. Yeah. There was so many different versions of Smoke and Mirrors. It's beautiful.
But you know the perfect one for Tony D'Angelo is Doink the Clown's theme music. Just get him that. Like
I mean, look, we already know Dark State guy when he gets kicked out, he's gonna be the new ass man.
Yeah. Hey, I'm ready to get behind this, bro. You gotta stop that. It's like. Someone in the background is like, bro, you can't be doing that. Like, some people like to get in front of things. I like to get behind it. Oh my god, this guy.
I like, and that's Joe Hendry. I mean, his theme song is awesome, bro.
Oh, yeah. I love his guitar working.
You know who doesn't sing their own theme? Tony D'Angelo. So there you go. You know his theme is I can do. That's easy.
John, have you heard the rumor that was going around before Becky Lynch and Seth
don't bring up this rumor, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you hear about that rumor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, Tony D'Angelo was supposed to be a surprise person to join Seth's Vision crew.
Surprise?
I've heard that.
You know, like, what, you going to jump out of a cake? What are you going to surprise? Tony D'Angelo, if I see Tony D'Angelo working as a bouncer at the club, that's more believable than him being a guy as part of Seth Rollins. Now, if you want a guy for Seth Rollins' team, you want a guy? It's not Tony D'Angelo. Get Stacks, all right? Get Stacks.
I heard when the mixed tag team match was going to happen. I heard all kind of rumors. I mean, First it was Rhea Ripley, and then it was Bailey, and then it was supposed to be Tony D'Angelo, and then I mean,
Oh, I would
I
have
was
wrote a
like,
strongly worded letter. A strongly worded letter.
Yeah. Look, Ladarius isn't upset about this whole Saudi Arabia WrestleMania, I don't think, but he would definitely have signed a strongly worded letter if he saw Tony D'Angelo teaming up with his guy Seth Rollins.
Listen, if it was up to me and I worked in government like Department of State or Secretary, listen, my first order, D'Angelo's out of the country. You can't do that. Excuse me, my office says Secretary of State. Think I can. You know what? You get out of my office. You get.
And here's my thing with the whole mixed. Here's my thing with the whole rumored mixed tag team match. Here's my rant. Why would it be anybody else but AJ Lee? Why would it be anybody else? I mean, it's not going to.
Yeah. You know how you have to throw. Sometimes you need to throw people off the scent. I think that's all that was.
Oh, this is what Scooby Doo. Now we're doing Scooby Doo. Oh man, this is awful.
That's really
Tony D'Angelo Scooby Doo stunt double. I didn't think about that. Good point.
Yeah, I mean,
what row?
He would get. Yeah, Tony D's the guy that gets trapped. Look.
No, Tony D's the guy that he gets caught in the net and they leave his ass there. End of show. That's what I do. Don't even cut him down. Let's get some Scooby snacks and get out of here.
The bloodline has Tamaloa, aka the guy that gets his butt beat. That would be Tony D. He would always be the one getting his butt beat by everybody.
Facts.
I don't think he does.
What would Tony D do? Pop out of the cake like Ladarius said, have him pop out of the cake? And I mean, come on now. I mean,
you know, and I take that cake right back to where I got it from, and not support that bakery anymore. Like, y'all signed up on this? You know what? I'll get my cake from Baskin Robbins from now on. I'm good.
What I would do if I was WWE, and if they wanted to be creative, you can have Bailey bring back Dakota Kai and have Dakota and Bailey tag as a tag team.
I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it at all. My thing is right now, WWE needs to do so much. We'll talk about that because after watching SmackDown, I mean, I got to go here. Ladarius knows. I called it. I knew it was going to happen. I'm watching Tiffany and Jade. It was actually a pretty okay match. I'm not going to crap on their match.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about who interfered. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to skip over that part.
But Nia freaking Jax.
What did I literally just tell you? What did I just tell you? I said,
but what did I say? What did I say? I said, I guarantee you what's going to happen. It's either Nia's going to interfere or Nia's going to show up somehow. Bam!
And Ladarius, I want to piggyback. Well, you just gave me a great idea. You just gave me a whole nother section to go into. Thank you for that. For the love of God, can we please get Nia Snacks off my TV? I don't need to see.
Oh, what is it? Everybody's. Oh my God!
No, I'm not mad at Nia. I want to see Nia.
No.
Get somebody else.
Wait. You know, this feels like we're in government now. It does. Oh, and then Craig says, "Oh, great, more Becky Hogan talk." Listen, you know what? I'm gonna lean into the microphone for this one. Listen here, Craig. You're my friend, and I love you, but it's Becky, Champ, Lynch. Then, now, forever, together. Clap your hands if you're happy and you know it. Okay, continue, John.
Here's what I want. Here's what I want to happen for Becky. If we're going to get this match, and we're going to get it at WrestlePalooza, so here's what I think is going to happen. I think either one or two things is going to happen. I think either Rollins is going to snap and cost him the match, or I think Becky is going to get pinned by AJ Lee, and we're going to have a feud with AJ and Becky for the IC Women's Championship. Either one of those two is going to happen.
I think I said that on the show, didn't I?
Yeah, actually, I do remember you saying that, actually. So you guys are thinking alike. I mean, I got to go here.
Yeah, see, I can, like the Nia Snacks comment, I'll forgive it. I can let that go. I can be the bigger person and let that go.
We're going to get Nia Jax on television. What is going to be her purpose in this feud with Tiffany and Jade? What's going to be her purpose? What is her purpose in this? We all know she was. We all know Tiffany was with. We all know Nia was with Tiffany at one time. We all know this.
Mm-hmm.
But why are we now going back to that? If is Nia gonna get a title shot? Is she gonna? What's the purpose here?
Well, listen, that's a great question, John. That's a great question. First of all, I love your beard. It's a great beard. Now, excellent beard. Thank you. You fit right on in. Yeah. Oh, I told you did, C-Dub. That I was being respectful to the guest. But anyway.
Yes, no, I know that, and I was just
no. It sounded like you're being a little jealous there. Hey, it's okay. Your beard is lovely too.
C-Dub's beard is awesome. Shout out to C-Dub's beard, man. I
listen. He probably does things with that beard we can't say on this show. So now back to
look. There was a reason why we decided on Homecoming.
That's like a unilateral thing. I had no part of that.
Look, I got to make it to Full Sail coming up tomorrow. So just,
Tony D with C-Dub, that'd be great.
No, I'm working with the main event. C-Dub is hanging out with the three.
No. I wouldn't. No. You know what? Tony D'Angelo's not even driving. He's not even parking. He's not even good enough to be my valet. No.
Maybe C-Dub can teach Tony D how to count.
Man, that's Mission Impossible. I mean, I can. The old saying, I could take the horse to water. I can't make the horse drink the water. Well, right there.
Right. Listen, we put a man on the moon. Tony D'Angelo end up in he ended up in the black hole. That's how bad. Hey, where'd he go? Oh no, we can't find Tony D'Angelo. All right, guys, we can wrap this up. Let's get back to Earth. Let's go.
We need to find him. No worries about it.
If we're going to put Nia in this feud with Tiffany and Jade, I would have Nia interfere in this match, and I would have Nia do something dastardly to Jade, or put Jade out for a couple months, and we get Nia and Tiffany. I mean, if that's where they're going, because I don't think Jade's winning the championship. She's not ready yet.
Yeah, I agree. First of all, I love the word. It's a great word. It's a great word. Now, what's so funny over there?
Oh, Craig did it again.
Wait, no. Let me see. Wait.
Go see it,
man.
He did it,
Craig.
He got you on your good side too.
Yo, shout out to the wise man. I acknowledge you.
Craig, I swear to God, man, if I look at this and I get upset.
Oh, you won't be upset.
Let's see.
Listen to C-Double. You ain't getting
upset.
Wait.
yeah, that's me. First of all, listen, we'll work on the skin stuff later, but very accurate. Because I did forget. I did forget to put on some sunscreen, so that's why my hands look the way they do. Because I can rock an ascot, so clearly.
I wish I could save this. I really do. I want to save this so bad, but I can't. All right. Man. So look, we got our wise man, Mr. Craig, sent a gift of Ladarius as Fred from the Scooby-Doo gang, pulling off the costume off of Tony D'Angelo.
Yep. Uncovering the truth. Yep, that's me.
Oh yes, you did. I love it. Thank you. Oh,
wait. Craig's giving out evaluations. Okay, you mentioned CW, you mentioned John. I think you forgot to mention someone, Craig. But that's okay.
You're doing awesome, Ladarius. All right, so
no. It has to come from Craig.
Oh, no. I understand. Now look.
It come from Craig.
Hey, thank you, wise man. I appreciate that.
So Craig, how am I doing from a scale of 1, 2 to 10? Now, Craig, I want you to choose that number very carefully. Listen, I'm just saying there's a number in my head, and I'll give you plus or minus 2 as the the rate. Listen, You're a visionary. It goes. You are the. You know what? Someone in 11. You know what? Listen, that's not bad. I had it at 12. That's not bad. It's not bad.
I think you all
Not
are on
bad.
the same page.
You know what? Checks in the mail, Craig. The family's going to be taken care of. It's on me. It's on me. You know,
At least we can hear from the wise man. We haven't heard from the actual wise man in a few weeks, but after Roman Reigns assaulted him.
15 at a minimum. You know what? I love. You know what? This is the greatest chat. You know what, Christy? You might be getting a gift card. We're messing around here. Like, you know, Christy, I'll give you information. You might get a gift card after all.
And that's why
listen,
we love her.
Like
awesome.
like John and C-Dub said, like you bring a lot to the show.
You do.
And,
she does.
You know, and I don't know what I bring to the show. I guess I just bring myself. You know, but
you are.
You know, I
without
I bring
you,
stuff to like.
Miss
Christy
has been she's done a great job today.
Yeah, she's helped us out.
And I appreciate, and I want to say I appreciate you, John, for coming on here because you're doing amazing. Like C-Dub, you didn't tell him the thing that you didn't tell him, did you?
No, didn't.
Should we, or should I just hold it like a secret? I think we should hold it.
Oh, you're talking about that one where we thought about something about Craig,
right? You know that we thought about John. No, we thought about John.
Yeah, about John.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I did tell him that because I had to tell him. I'm like, dude, we got to let this out of the bag now. If you're on the show, you now need to know.
Yeah, because listen, I man, you know what? I had like a Michael McDonald moment. I'm like, oh my god, because when you were like you did the voice, and then here's what happened. You sent me a link of one of your YouTube videos, and I watched it, and I was like, oh man, I was way off. And then when you started talking, you want to talk? I went outside and man, this guy can sue us. Like, should I call legal representation? I gotta pull up my 3-piece suit in court. Your Honor, come on.
Ladarius like, did you hear? I'm like, holy shit, he's white. And Ladarius goes, I know.
It's like, I know, and I'm like, it's like. When I heard the voice, I'm like, I saw the name. I'm like, that's a man. That like I thought of John B. And literally, his name is John. So I'm like, how could like listen? When you listen to John B. like back in the day, I thought like until I saw John B. I'm like, what? It's like
all my friends, most of my family, they think that as well. I wouldn't no lie.
Oh my god.
I was on one of my friend's panel just the other night. She goes, I thought you were black. I was like,
listen, we all did. And on behalf of the CLR crew, listen, because first of all, you did a video. It was very good, by the way. I know you sent me a link, and I saw it, and I started watching your stuff, and I'm like, oh, C-Dub, you deserve the best, Chris. You know, I got something, yeah. But yeah, so on behalf of, because see what had happened was that, you know, it's like in football, you know, we kind of had a false start because we got so shocked, we jumped the line early, and we're like, man, we shouldn't say anything. Like we're going to assume, and then boy, we got a couple of false starts, and then now seeing on the show today. And like, well, and now I, you know, and by the way, you done amazing on this show, you know, you absolutely bring it, and also we value you as being in the chats as well, and now being on here, it's always amazing.
I've enjoyed being on the panel with you guys. I enjoy talking football with you guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, let's I know what was it? There was a couple of things in the games that caught my eye. I don't know about you guys. You know, obviously we'll pass it around, but what the hell was?
Go ahead. I thought we were passing around something. I'm like, we can't pass around the show. I don't do that sort of stuff. I don't do that sort of stuff. Like
Pittsburgh Steeler guy, the kick returner, who should be off the team after what he did.
Real man of genius.
Did y'all see what happened? Oh boy!
Yeah, I touched the football and I wasn't supposed to touch it first.
Not all. Yeah, Caleb Johnson. Thank you, Craig. This man, right? He touches the ball, and then looks like he's going to the back.
Yeah, you mean former Pittsburgh Steelers running back Caleb Johnson? Is that what you mean, Craig? Is that guy still on the team?
Yeah, there needs to be. He not even a thing like if someone goes, well, where's Caleb Johnson? Tomlin needs to go. He's gone. He gone.
Listen, you saw how the Jets cut they were Gibson after that. Yeah, that play against he did in week 1. Yeah, like listen, we're not when the New York Jets says you're not good enough. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
All right. So you have him. So you have Caleb, and then you have this guy Hudson, the offensive tackle for the Giants, who pass blocked me. Damn, he pulled the Ron Thomas. I'm going to straight up smack your ass. I'm like, what are you doing? I saw him swinging at the lineman. I'm going, does this fool not? And then he's yelling at the team like he's like, I didn't do nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. To Craig's point, like muscle memory does matter because listen, there's a gap between college and the pros. Just like in college, I think they changed the rule recently where like in the back end, I know it was like you had to have 1 foot in bounds to catch it. In NFL, it's 2. And you see that with the receivers, it's an adjustment to have 2 feet in bounds instead of 1. I think that's kind of like an example. I don't know if that's an example to use, Craig, but it's like similar to that. But like, man, it was bad. And then my guy got 4 penalties on 1 drop. He was mad. I'm like, bro, you had 4 penalties. Why are you upset? Like, bro, your team, Russell Wilson, should have 1-2 stepped his foot up here. Like, what are you doing? Like, you literally cost the Giants the drive. And you got the nerve to be upset? Bro, you thinking you're out there like, come on. You thinking you're Terrence Crawford out there trying to swing at the guy? What are you doing? like that ain't muscle memory. That's a different type of memory. And it's like that's not legal. Doesn't feel legal. No, it's not. You're not playing NFL Blitz. It's not NFL Blitz. Like, what are you doing? NFL Blitz, clean play. NFL, that's a penalty. Like, But that was a great game, though. It's a great game.
Oh, that was a fun game to watch. I mean, and then, of course, Russell Wilson, remembering he's Russell Wilson and threw an interception.
Oh, listen. Okay. Listen, Sierra. He was automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, and he was funky fresh that whole game, except for that one throw. So, yeah, we can quote Sierra on the show. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Totally legal. No one's going to have a problem with that.
What about Tony D'Angelo? He's Oscar the Grouch. That's who he is. No, he's the trash can version.
I've got this Oscar the Grouch like that, man. At least he's got people.
Well, Tony D'Angelo's got people. They're trash people. There you go.
The thing with Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson's got future on his mind. He's too busy feuding with Future. That's what he's up to.
Yeah. Yeah, you think about it in Dallas, he probably saw a Future in the end zone, like, and then he got like, and then they started blasting like Metro Boom.
Gary Jones blasted Metro.
No, and he just threw his ball. Oh man.
This about Dark State. I want to make this comment about Dark State.
Yeah,
they are just. I can't quit picturing the Shield. They remind me of the Shield. I can't help it.
Yeah, if there was a 4 guy talking about ass, I see your point. Well, that could have been me. That could have been me or you or C-Dub. Listen, we like to get in front of things. I like to get behind it and ride it all the way. Like, you can't say those things. Like you hear yourself. No, man. Listen. People like to get in front of it. Man, I like to get behind it. I like to ride. I'm like,
that's not like Vince McMahon.
Yeah, like I think they
honestly, yes, that is something Vince McMahon would want someone to do.
Yeah, they left like an old script back like 1997 backstage. Oh, we can use this. All right.
Oh my God!
Oh, this the one about Mr. Ass. Oh yeah, well, give it to that guy over there. He's gonna make good use of it. All right.
Oh, he'll make it work.
Yeah. And why do you have to name him Mr. Ass? Why is that?
Because Mr. Cheeks was probably already taken. So that
or Sir
It
Cheeks.
would have been a whole, the whole lawsuit thing. Today in the legal court today, the rapper Mr. Cheeks is going after WWE today after the use of Cheeks. We'll go live to the studio. Like, we got to report this? Yes, it's a news story. This story is ass. All right. Anyway, all right, fuck.
That's it. We'll go with ass.
All right, pal. We'll go with ass.
Everyone will love
nose.
his ass.
Everyone's gonna love him and call him Mr. Ass. And then
we'll
somewhere down the road, and we'll
Craig,
tease them.
Nice link, by the way.
Hey, C-Dub, could you imagine being in Gorilla and Vince call down, call him Mr. Ass, pal?
Oh God! First, I'd look at Vince McMahon and be like, "Man, I hate this motherfucker. I hate this motherfucker."
We got the music for it. I'm an ass man. How much that cost? About $50,000. What? We're gonna love him. We're gonna. Hey, listen. Yeah, like listen. That song, that should be in the Hall of Fame. That song. That's a Hall of Fame song.
You know what?
I don't know.
Now,
I don't know if Jim Johnson wrote it, but he's probably like, no, I'm good.
He should have. Oh my God!
I'm an
ass man. What about?
My.
All right, let's bring up. So, what was the game, or what was something that you were impressed with besides what we did on offense and defense? What was the game that caught your eye the most?
I like an NFL game this weekend.
Yeah, NFL or college, whatever.
The game that caught my eye was Georgia and Tennessee because I didn't think that I thought Georgia didn't play as well as they could have.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought it was going to be. I really thought we was going to come out and score quick, which we didn't. I thought Georgia could have at least come out and played a lot better than what they could have. I mean, they came out really slow. It didn't look like they were knew what they knew. They came out really just. It looked like Tennessee was much more prepared for the game than what Georgia was. I mean, it looked like
the last few minutes.
It looked like Tennessee had the better. Looked like they were the better team on Saturday. I mean, it looked like Georgia was way underprepared. I mean, and I think what hurt Tennessee was the missing the field goal is what hurt them. Which I want to say thank you for that field goal by Tennessee, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that Georgia, they got to come out and play better next time.
I think for your first road game, that was impressive. But Darius, what say you? What was the game that caught your eye the most? Or the one you got the most takeaway from?
Well, listen, I got two. I know you said one, but
No,
I'll flex my power. Use two. Well, like from the NFL perspective, look, I think at this point, if you're like, there's still plenty of season left. Let's be super clear. But I kind of feel like at this point for the Miami Dolphins, and I know Miami Dolphin fans, like we got to y'all got to have some conversations. You got to have some conversations because you come off getting, you come off a tough loss against the Colts, who also looked very good and are 2-0. I think the question is going to become with Mike McDaniel is like, we got to start asking, will he be the first coach fired in this cycle? Because it just feels like, I don't know. It's like they had the game won against New England, and Tua didn't play terrible either. It's like he made one bad throw, and that was pretty much it. And like also shout out to the Colts as well. Like they looked fantastic as well against a very good Broncos team as well defensively. They played very well all sides of the ball. But the game I want to talk about, I know I mentioned to listen, I lie about sports. It's okay.
It's all good. You're forgiven.
Like if you lie to people, that's terrible. Sports, not so much. Everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
But sports involves people. I tend to disagree. There's robots. Now, I want to talk about Florida at LSU. Let me tell you something. This is Gator fan me talking right now.
Uh-oh.
We were still in the ball game. We hung around against LSU for some reason. I don't know how. Ask Brian Kelly. Don't ask me. We should have been running the football. But instead, you had DJ Lagway throwing the ball to 3 people who were wearing a different jersey than us. He had 5 interceptions.
Jesus.
5. First of all, you're in Death Valley, which I argue is one of the most top 10 hardest places to play in all of college football. You go in there, it feels like DJ Lagway, and it needs to be talked about. I'm saying it as a fan, and I'm saying it in reality. We got to have conversations about him. Also, go look at Arch Manning's stat line against UTEP. Go look at that stat line. It's like it's UTEP. Yeah, okay, but Texas won to get people. Did you see the stat? Did you see the stat line?
Tell them.
Like, folks, before you come at me, let me tell you the stat line for Arch Aloysius Maleficent Manning. Now, like I said, they beat UTEP 27-10. Arch's stat line: 11 of 25, 114 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. That's
not good.
It's not good. The bigger question I have is with these quarterbacks, these college quarterbacks we went in talking about early on in the season, like Kate Kublik from Clemson, not looking good.
Nope.
UTEP's a juggernaut. Yeah, maybe in lacrosse, but not in football. All right. So, like, I see what you're doing, Craig. I see what you're doing, and I respect what you're doing. But, Craig, we can't support that. Hey, it's Ron. Oh, I'll stop talking now. Ron's here. I'm done talking. I'm good.
Ron, how you doing, bud?
Ron, we got John here. John Brooks decided to come on in with us because we needed just an extra voice to join the party. So we're glad you're here. Now, Ron, we were going to give away the Ron Thomas, if you do this, you might get your ass thrown out of a game award.
Yeah.
The Giants player decided to not throw his shoe, but throw hands at somebody.
Wow.
I mean, Dooley, let's remember, though, the man cost his team on that drive. But anyway, Ron, you just came in, so we've talked about the Falcons, but go ahead, talk about the Falcons, and then talk about what game, if you want to talk about multiple games, you can. It's just what games caught your eye. It could be college, it could be pros. What you have the floor, brother. Talk about the Falcons game, and then talk about what you think.
6 sacks. We have not seen that in a long time. We have not seen a defense like Atlanta Falcons put together this year. 2 interceptions. We hit Minnesota Vikings quarterback so hard he was seeing doubles. Everybody on our defense. I would say that much.
Not just that, but he's out for 2 to 4 weeks, by the way. It is confirmed.
What, ankle?
Yeah, his ankle, yeah.
A little ankle? Ooh.
Hey. I don't want to hear it. My boy Joe Burrow got hit with the turf toe, so.
Oh, see, I'm glad you brought Cincinnati up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I put that on the coaching, the owner, the OC, because you know your your offensive line is trash.
Yeah.
You know this. Ray Charles to see that shit. That offensive line is trash.
No lies detected.
Every year the man been getting hurt because his offensive line the one block. They don't want to do their job. So everybody in that front office deserves a slap from me.
Pow.
Because
I second that. I second that, Tom. Ron. I second that.
because you know your offensive line not that good. And this every year for the past 5 years. The man get injured every other year. You're not trying to fix your offensive line, and you know it. Like Ladar be saying, cheats. Give it up to
Whoa. I was gonna be quiet.
I dare
Yeah,
you
when I
shut
talk,
up.
yeah, you did, but you know, now I'm concerned. Now I'm not gonna say nothing else the rest of this show because I don't know what to do now.
But
Because
I just saying, this a face of your franchise, and you don't want to give him a better offensive line.
I mean, they don't have that much money now.
But that they problem. You pay all your money to 2 wide receivers. You should have said, you know what, we could get another number 2 wide receiver in the draft or in free agent. Is I'm missing something? And fix your offensive line. They're common sense.
Oh, that's.
Yo, I have another question I want to ask Ron. Ron, do you think now that Joe Burrow is out, do you think that Cincinnati goes after either Kirk Cousins or somebody other in the NFL?
I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, I think they go after Kirk Cousins.
I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea.
But they got to fix the offensive line too. If they don't fix the offensive line, they will be in the same boat with Joe Burrow. You got to fix your offensive line. You win games between the white lines. I mean, they common sense.
I'm with you.
I mean, everybody they mad about Joe Burrow getting hurt. Okay, fix the offensive line.
I don't have a problem with that. I think you're preaching to the choir. So,
But the Cardinals, I gotta give them man props.
mm-hmm.
Lil Vo was running for his life yesterday.
You just called that man Little Mermaid.
He was running, boy.
Running them stubs off.
BB.
What about all right, so you got to see Jalen Walker get a sack. You got to see Pierce get a sack. For the Falcons defense. I mean, what's your I know you don't act like you ain't got no critique about the damn offense, but what did you think about the team or about the performance?
Zach Robinson. Do anybody got any baby powder?
I think I got some over here.
I mean, because
pow.
right. I mean, for the past 2 weeks, our offense been looking like doo-doo. Yeah, we the run the ball, but you got to change it up. Can we finally see again you put it all together? And not just depending on the running game.
I second what Ron is saying right here. I second that.
I mean, I want to see a whole offense at least put up 27 points on offense. Can we see that?
I mean, look, you got to make sure. Two things. This team is feeling like I said, the last couple of games, it feels like we're good between the 20s. But
Right,
as soon as we get to the red zone,
right,
everybody loses a brain cell.
right.
You
They
know,
go
Zach
back.
is opening up the Lord of the Rings trilogy to read to Michael Penix, and Michael's going, "Give me the damn play!"
Right, give me the motherfucking play. Hurry up. What are
Many
you doing?
years ago.
What
Yo,
you
hey,
doing besides sitting in the skybox? Nothing. I've been saying he need to be down there with the players.
Yeah, I know
Me,
Christy brought that up too. Yeah,
we talked about that all the time. See, Doug?
yeah. I think the receivers were hurt still. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I think our guys were not recovered well.
yeah.
Because Drake, even though he, like I said, he made plays, even though the fumble, I don't,
Right, right,
it's good on good. It happens.
right.
But you could tell him and Mooney were not really at their best.
Right,
And
right.
look, you kept them honest. I will give you that. Now, I'm just saying, red zone, you got to be more
Right.
not unpredictable, but you got to make it where a mistake is not going to kill us to get to that end zone. We got to score 7 eventually.
And that's what I'm saying. You got to open up the playbook.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would take the win. We needed one bad.
Exactly.
I'm not crying about the win, everybody. I'm not.
No.
I'm crying about Zach Robinson not opening up the playbook, and when he do open up the playbook, he do the same damn plays 9 different times.
I just want to say Ron is stating everything I told C-Dub earlier on the line.
I mean, when you are OC, you supposed to be create. You're supposed to know how to create. Get your wide receivers open. Get your tight ends open. Get your running game open. Where the creativity at?
Yeah, there's no creativity. That's the problem with the team. Now, like I said, you have 2 good guys in Algier and Robinson, and it's like you're not even involving what their playmaking skills could be.
Right.
Robinson, I mean, look, all right, now that I have everyone here, does everyone agree that if Robinson goes in the flat, he's going to draw attention, isn't he? What do y'all say? Yes or no?
I'll start off first with that, C-Dub. I think he will draw attention because if Bijan is in the flat and the ball goes to him, he's going to get the attention. And the reason I say that because the other teams are going to be locked on Bijan because they know that Penix is not going anywhere else with the football. They know he's either going to go to Algier, like Ron said, or he's going to go to Bijan. And they know the other teams are going to they're going to be like, yeah, we're going to shut this down.
What?
You're gonna, and then not just that, but you would have, like, if he went to the same side as London, if he went to the same, or where London and Pitts are, now you're really causing a dilemma. And then you would have to declare: are you going to be trying to make sure that these guys don't, get open, or are we going to have Algier with a less box running right up the? Look, that's all I'm saying is what Ron just said is that's how an offensive coordinator needs to look at the game and go, what's the best way I can get an advantage for our team?
Right. Me personally, in my opinion, I don't like this dude. See the, and you know who I'm finna bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
But when the year we went to the Super Bowl, he made sure everybody got the rock that year.
Not just that. Kyle set things up so that later in the game, something was going to happen.
Right. It was like a boom, boom, touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boom, boom, touchdown. I I don't see that from Zach Robinson. Zach be like, boom.
When I see from Zach, when I see from Zach is what I saw with Matt Ryan in his first few coordinators.
Right.
Get in the 20s, get us a field goal, we'll defend.
Right.
If you get a touchdown, great, but we don't want to make a mistake.
I'm like, really? We should have put 38 on Minnesota last night.
What you got, John?
And I want to piggyback off what Ron just said. Ron said Michael Penix is struggling, and that is because Robinson is not getting the play in fast enough for Penix to get the playoff.
Right.
Not arguing that point. That was something that we were saying earlier. So yeah, that's the whole point of the Lord of the Rings book. You're reading off a long stat line when you're just give the play call. Let him look and see, okay, I see what we got to do. Let's make that work. Let's see. Ladarius, what do you say about all this? More calling Austin or
More calling Olsen.
What you got, Ladarius?
I think he's muted.
Yeah. Ladarius? He may be out. He may have stepped out.
What?
So hold on. You guys are good. I got. Oh, okay, cool. All right. So look, we're gonna wrap this up. So I just wanted to thank you guys for coming on. But Ron, what were the games that caught your eye this weekend? I'm talking. You could bring up college. You could bring up the NFL. But what games were you impressed with, or something that just caught you?
Well, one caught my eye, but it did not impress me. It made me sick to my stomach.
Okay.
The Texas Longhorn game.
Oh, hell. Man, it sounds like you and Ladarius were on the same page on this one.
I like Archie. I'm finna ask y'all a couple of questions. Is it me? Is it me? But did the media make Archie Manning this big old star? Their off season, yes or no?
John?
I think the media did blow up Archie Manning. I think they did make him out of a bigger deal than what he is, because I think they were trying to get his draft a little bit. I think they're trying to get his draft stock a little bit higher. So when he goes to the NFL, he'll have more eyes and people will be wanting to draft him a lot more. I think that's what the college people were trying to do. They were trying to get Archie's stock in the draft to go up, and that's what I think.
No, I mean, he looked, for the past 2 games, looked straight up like shit. And people make excuses for the man. And me and you just talked about this the other day, C-Dub. If you doing your job, I will give you mad props. But if you looking like shit and you barely beat this middle school football team, I got to call you out on your bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And the media. Now they're making excuses for the man. No, y'all did this shit.
If I could, go ahead.
Did what the media did. Y'all hyped this man up during the summer. Now he playing like shit, and it's just 2 games. In my pinky toe. In my finger. In my back. All these damn excuses. Shut the fuck up and take the L.
Go ahead, Ladarius.
Well, no, I can't top Ron, so we're no. No, no. I talked about it earlier, Ron. Because it's concerning to me from this perspective, and I read the stat line from the UTEP game, and people should be legit concerned. Like 11 of 20, he couldn't complete half his passes. This is what Arch Manning has done so far. It's just 3 games. He's only completed 55% of his passes. He has 6 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, and they haven't even gotten close to the toughest part of their schedule.
Right.
And this is the concern that is not just applicable to Arch Manning. Think about all the quarterbacks that we talked about entering this season. We talked about Cade Klubnik for Clemson. They just lost to South Carolina. Like, no one's talking about guy like Lenore Sellers from South Carolina. Didn't look great.
Right.
We should be talking about guys like John Mateer from Oklahoma. We should be talking about guys from like Devin Powell from Vanderbilt.
Yes.
We talk about Arch Manning reaches high in the list, and this is what I say: accountability is everything.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, this is where I take issue. I look at their schedule. Texas has played. I said they played. Obviously, they played UTEP. They played number 3 Ohio State. They lost, and they beat San Jose State and they beat UTEP. They got Sam Houston State next, and they don't get to the crux of their SEC schedule until October. But the point is that it's like we have to be honest here. Like we're blaming Arch. I say we gotta start looking at Steve Sarkisian,
right?
Because like we're all talking about Arch, but if Arch is supposed to be the next coming of his uncles,
what?
I'm not seeing it, and I'm not trying to knock the young. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
But I just do blame his head coach for so much. Like, I understand the head coach and the quarterback, but the head coach is not on the field.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all keep going, but
you see what I mean? I blame the coach too, but the quarterback on the field.
Sure. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like you teaching a kid so much. I did teach you so much, but if you still want to be hard-headed, you deserve to get your ass whooped. You see what I'm saying?
I forgot about Corporal Ron. Major Pain. I forgot about that.
I just said, and like his head coach, they just teach him so much, but
hold on.
Got to go on the field and put in the work and the time.
Hold on. Go ahead, Ladarius.
I'm not disagreeing, but here's the reality, Ron. A coach's job is to prepare the quarterback to play on the field.
Right.
And it's called adjustments.
Right.
And here's the thing. When we look at, I'll give you an example in the NFL. Daniel Jones was absolute cheeks for the New York Giants.
What?
All of a sudden, he shows up to Indianapolis. This guy's looking like Peyton Manning. That's coaching. That's Shane Steichen actually breaking down the game for Daniel Jones. Now, to go back to the college level, like Drew Aller for Penn State. What? Drew Aller is a great quarterback, but James Franklin deserves some credit for that. What? I understand that the quarterback plays on the field, but Ron, my counterpoint is this. Who prepares the quarterback to go on the field? It's the head coach's responsibility. It's the offensive coaching step.
Right.
So if Arch is playing bad, the head coach can see what Arch is doing wrong. And the problem is 11 of 24, and you're telling me that Texas is a serious national championship contender. I have a problem with that.
Right. I with you.
Because Steve Sarkisian, but go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
But this is what happened when you just give somebody the job.
No, wait a minute. No. Here's the thing. I'm not meaning to push back. Well, here's the thing. Arch waited. He sat behind Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, he did wait.
Right.
He did wait. So by proxy, he won the job So we don't know who. It's just like this. The guy from Ohio State that Julian said, he beat out for the job. Like, the job wasn't handed to him. Arch could have easily lost the job in camp. He could have lost it during camp. But the thing is, Ron, we're easily blaming these kids.
Right.
Are these kids prepared? Because at the end of the day, it's like I talked about the Gators. And listen, DJ Lagway, 5 interceptions, that's on Billy Napier.
Right.
Some of that's on him, and that goes to play calling. Are you putting your quarterback in the best position to succeed? Play calling is a huge element in that. Billy Napier calls the plays. And when I checked that score, Florida should have been running the football to make it easier for DJ Lagway to make simple routes, to get to make the field open. And when I look at Arch Manning, it's UTEP. It's UTEP.
Right.
How in the hell are you 11 of 24 under 50% passing against UTEP? Like, when I'm seeing Ohio State beating the hell out of some school we never heard of, I'm seeing Penn State beating the hell out of schools we never heard of. You're making it a competitive game against UTEP? You're throwing like at the first 4 weeks of a schedule, like the Ohio State game, they hung around. Arch did okay for his first true road game. But the fact of the matter is, at some point, Ron, and I understand what you're saying completely, but this is the problem, and this is a Steve Sarkisian problem. Because your job is to make this man I don't care if all I was told, he was an offensive-minded guy.
Right.
You got Arch Manning. You have the lineage. He won the job. The problem is that how do you? It's like this. Dabo Swinney's got questions down there in Clemson. Kay Klubnik not looking great. DJ Lagway ain't looking great. At some point, Ron, we can sit here and blame the kids all day.
Right.
But are the kids prepared? Are they in a position to succeed?
Right.
Because listen, in the NFL, listen. Daniel Jones looked like ass when he was with the Giants. All of a sudden, he shows up to the Colts. He beats out Anthony Richardson, and the whole goal was for Anthony Richardson to beat out Daniel Jones.
Right. I'll read you on that.
And Daniel Jones out here looking like Peyton Manning.
Right.
And that Shane Steichen deserves credit.
Right. I'll read you on
like,
that.
I'm not mitigating. Like, do quarterback need to take responsibility? Absolutely. But at some point, are they prepared to succeed? Especially more on the college level. The NFL, like, listen, we could talk about Patrick Mahomes too. I'm not going to blame Andy. I'm not blaming Andy Reid because you know what? Patrick Mahomes is the multiple-time MVP and Super Bowl MVP.
But what I'm saying is, Dabo, to me, and me and C Doug talked about this the other day too. To me, I would fire Dabo ASAP. And this why. If you don't want to go in the portal to get what you need to help your team win, then what are we doing?
Okay. Can I counter? I'm sorry. I was going to counterpoint.
If you need a wide receiver, tight end, or whatever you need, and it's right there, and you don't want to go in the portal and say, hey, come here. Hey, I need you over there. If you don't want to do that, then you're not trying to win. You're not trying to get to the national championship. That's your fault, Dabo. You deserve whatever coming to you. I be damn. I don't need no wide receiver. I don't need no tight end. I don't need no top pass rush.
I'll turn my camera on for this one. I gotta turn my camera.
I don't need no linebacker. I don't need no safety. And I expect to keep my job. No, you deserve to get the boot. Deuces. Okay. Do I feel sorry for him? Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
They're your stupid ass. Absolutely. That's how I look at it. That you being stupid.
Well, can
I just help people from my backyard. Okay. You go home then and don't come back. That's how I look at Dabo.
Like we're having a debate for presidential debate. I'm just taking notes.
Go ahead, Ladarius. I'm
sorry about that. I just
No, you guys good. Don't worry.
No, you're good. No,
Man, Dabo.
You good. You good.
Here's my counterpoints. The transfer portal is not what the transfer portal used to be. There's NIL. And there are some coaches, like that's why Nick Saban retired. Because it got to the Nick Saban could have coached another 5 years. But with NIL on top of the portal, like it's one thing to grab a player, but now there's NIL, there's money. And so I'm not, and the player's gonna go where the biggest bag is, not necessarily where maybe not necessarily where he can necessarily thrive. As far as Dabo go, listen, I'm not the biggest Dabo Swinney fan in the world.
Me either.
I'm not. But the problem with Clemson has been it's failed expectations.
Yes.
Now, am I saying fire Dabo? We gotta. We'll see.
I said,
but because here's the thing, Ron. If anything we've learned, if there's anything we've learned, Ron, it's like on the college level, especially on any level, whether it's professional or collegiate, like there's not exactly a slew of great head coaches out there. So if you fire a guy like Dabo, where does Clemson go target-wise? They're going to go probably coordinator. They're going to go. I'm not saying that you shouldn't keep him around because there's no options. What I'm saying is that Dabo is essentially like
what?
Dabo is like Nick Saban to a certain extent. It's like Dabo Swinney has pride. He's a national championship winning coach.
What?
And maybe I'll put it this way. I'll make a point that maybe he did try to go to the portal, but maybe the receivers that they wanted too much money. And we've seen it. But no, Ron, that NIL does impact. It has more impact now than it has, period.
Wow.
And it's about going to the highest bidder. It's like, I'll give you an example. The kid from Tennessee, that Nico, basically his dad tried to shake down Tennessee for more money.
Right. And that's
and boy, in Tennessee said, you know what? They called his bluff. They said, you know what? We're good.
What?
We're good. And he ended up going to UCLA, and UCLA is cheeks. UCLA is 0-3.
Wait a minute. And they just fired their head coach.
And they just fired Deshaun Foster. UCLA legend. Sorry, my guy. You got to hit the door. So the point is, there's something to where if Nico would have just shut his mouth and tell his old man, hey, you need to sit down, he'd be at Tennessee.
Right.
But this Joey Aguilar kid, and this is, I think John was talking about the Georgia-Tennessee game earlier.
Yeah.
I knew this game was going to be close because, listen, the Gator fan of me ain't supposed to like Tennessee. Quite frankly, I didn't like any one of these. Listen, if it had been a tie, I wouldn't have been upset. All right? It's like watching the two people you don't like in the world like go at it. Like, I don't care who. Like, if they're both gone, they're both gone. But the point is, the fact of the matter is, Georgia necessarily didn't get exposed. Georgia ran into Tennessee, and they underestimated Tennessee's offense. Joey Aguilar looked and it's not here's the thing. I'm not blaming Kirby either. Is that, listen, the SEC that we've always known for decades as being great defensively, there's offense now. There's great offenses. Like even Georgia's offense looked good. It's like it's about, but it circles back to my point. My point is circling back. But my point is that you see how Tennessee did great without Nico. His ass is up there in California 0-3. Tennessee is doing fine without him.
Yeah.
It's like, and it goes with Dabo. Dabo's problem is not recruiting. Dabo's problem is, look, you lost to Georgia Tech. And by the way, their head coach, double-digit wins as the underdog. Brent Key, that's coaching. Oh, but I didn't mean to kick Ron off. If I did, I apologize.
Oh, shoot. Ron, get back here, man. I don't know.
But I understood where Ron was coming from. but I understood where Ron was coming from the perspective of like with Dabo. My problem is that if you, I always say this, if you fire a head coach, if you fire Dabo tomorrow, or any coach for that matter, where do you target? Where do you go?
I mean,
Like
personally,
how?
that's when we were talking about him. All right, okay. I'm gonna put it back, and he's still trying to get on, so it's just one of those.
Okay.
But it's funny you bring that up because me and him
Can you
talked,
hear me?
and that's something I kept bringing up was who are you gonna get?
I can't hear y'all.
Oh, well, just get off the stream and then try to get back on the stream and see if that works.
Yeah, log off and log back on. Because it might be, I had that issue before where you just log back in and log back on. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, CW. Go ahead.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts. I want to get. So that was on Dabo. Steve Sarkisian. He is my Raheem Morse because when I look at a team or I look at something, I go, okay. All right, you there, Ron?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you get to hear this too. Steve Sarkisian in college football forced me, C-double, not everybody else, just for me. When I look at him, I look at Raheem Morse. I don't know what he does to elevate his team. I could tell you what Kirby does, and everyone's talking about Georgia. Look, I'm going to say this. We have an okay offense. I will say that. Our defense, should be our strength. Here's the problem. Everybody's new. And the one thing I can say about this when it comes to Kirby, when there's not a lot of stars and you don't really think much of the team, that's when he does his best work. And I felt the game was going to be close. I actually thought Tennessee was going to win. So I watched the game. I'm watching. I saw the field getting to the field goal point, and I'm like, man, I got to run some errands, got to take care of stuff. They got this game. And then, Lord and behold, I see where they missed the field goal, and then they went to overtime. I'm still buzzing over the fact, how do you go for a field goal in overtime and not for a touchdown to at least put more pressure on Georgia? But my thing is this. It was a hell of a game. I look at Josh Heupel and going, at least I know he is trying to do the right thing for his team.
Right.
I look at Steve Sarkisian. I have always said the last games against Georgia, when Georgia went against Texas, we would talk, and coach would say something stupid. I would always go, who's your coach? Oh, yeah, I'm going to rely on Kirby. Because in college, you need a person that can get the men to listen. Kirby can do that. There are a lot of guys like that in college that can get their guys to listen. I don't see that with Steve Sarkisian. I think, and my other thing I'm going to say is this with Stark. Great with the offensive plays. But here's the problem. I've never seen him have a quarterback worth a damn. As in, he brought up this quarterback. And when I look at Arch Manning, this is a prime candidate. This is one of those things you look at and you go, guys, this is what you build your resume on. Okay? If he coaches Arch really well, that man's going to have a job for life. He'll have a job. He won't have no cares. But if he screws it up,
he might be the biggest joke in college football today.
He'll be like that damn coach that Aaron Rodgers always wants as his offensive coordinator, but never wants him as a head coach. I can't remember his name. He coached for Denver, and he was so stupid.
Right, I know who you talking about.
Yeah, you know, the bald dude.
Right, I look at, to me, Archie Manning put himself in that kind of predicament.
No. And I'm not. Look. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Right.
I'm saying when I look at Arch and I've heard him, I think Arch actually honestly, I think Arch is somebody you would like because he is taking accountability. He
Right.
is taking stuff. It's his
It
fans, it's the bandwagon people
right.
that are trying
And
to push him to be more.
right. And when he chose, remember, he was finna go to Georgia. He came down here and
Yeah,
everything. Hair on the hat, the clothes. But
yeah.
he said, no, I'm finna go to Texas.
Hey, but that's to me,
Right.
that's the story of football.
Right.
You
So
yeah, go ahead.
you're
Yeah,
right. I with you on that. See,
Mhm.
that's why I said I don't really feel sorry for him, though. You chose to go over this route down here. Our head coach will have been like, you know what? You got to show me you want the job. You want to be the starter. You got to really show me. And that's what I love about our head coach. He don't just give you the starter. You got to work your ass out to be the starter, to be on the field. And I don't think he did handle that.
Nathan Hackett, that was his
Right.
name.
Right. I don't
Yeah,
think
Nathaniel Hackett. Yeah.
Nathaniel Hackett. Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
think
Eric. Yeah.
Archie
Oh, I'm sorry.
Archie did handle that. So he was like, you know what? Nope. I finna go to Texas. The job gonna be mine anyway. Boom.
mm-hmm.
In my opinion, that's what I see.
Okay,
Now,
I think John, you had your
Yeah. Go
finger
ahead,
up,
John.
John. I'm sorry,
I
I didn't mean to take over the show. I'm sorry.
I think the reason Archie chose Texas over Georgia was because I think Archie knew that Kirby was going to stick with Gunnar Stockton. I mean, is Gunnar the perfect QB? Not really, but I think Archie already had his mind set on when he, you know, I think he already had his mind made up. I think he was already knew he was going to go to Texas over Georgia anyway, because he already knew that Kirby was going to stick with Gunner in the long run. And I think, Arch said to himself, well, I have no chance here. I might as well just go to Texas.
Good point.
I mean, look.
That's fair. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, well, I mean, I'll give it back to you, Ladarius, because
No. Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead. You finish your point. Go ahead.
yeah, it's just that's something. Also, it's like Kirby has shown he can be stubborn with quarterbacks,
Mm-hmm.
and if he has a good feel about one, and maybe how the team relates to him,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to rely on that over the 5-star. Some of us would look at him and go, "No, you got to get the 5-star guy."
Right.
But look, for most times, I never knew Hackett was bald. I want something.
Look what Kirby did with the Justin Fields situation.
Yeah.
Justin Fields was gonna he should have been the starter, but because Kirby had his favorite, Justin sat on the bench and then he transferred out.
Yeah.
Right.
He did that with Eason and
Right.
Fields. Or not Fields, but Eason and
What
Tom forever.
Right.
Sorry.
So
Thing.
I mean, to me, what I see, in my opinion, you got to work. I feel like if you put in the work, and I'm a head coach, and you doing everything we ask you to do, you should be able to get the job. In my opinion, it's like a promotion. You've been at a job for 8 years. You there all the time. You the last one to leave. You watching film. You doing everything that job asks you to do. You should get that promotion. I just think he did not want it. Archie Manning did not want to put in the time or the effort. I mean, it just not.
I don't
In my
think it's
opinion.
that. I think maybe it's more of maybe the competition, not expecting
Let's see.
it to roll the way you expect it to.
Right.
I don't want to say I'm not going to question, what they are doing
Right.
behind the scenes. Because look, I ain't playing behind any line. I ain't throwing the football.
Wow.
And if I did, I probably wouldn't look like Uncle Rico. So
Oh shit.
yeah. So yeah. With that being said, look, I think college football. I think we all need to also remember. I think it's wide open this year. I
That's
think
right.
every team's going to have a legit chance to get in this thing. If you get in the playoffs, you're going to have a legit chance to dominate.
All right.
So with that being said, any other comments? Anyone want to say anything else?
Everybody like and share the show. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody you know.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Ladarius?
Oh no, I was gonna finish the point about. No, it's good. It's good.
No. Go ahead. I want you to. Please.
No. No. I'm good.
Please.
No. I'm good. I don't want to take any more time. No, I'm good. I'll keep it
Raw does
internalized.
start. Oh, special reminding everybody. For some reason, they're having Raw start at 7 on Netflix. So.
Yeah, I'll be watching Jeopardy for the first half hour.
Woohoo!
Man, I just hope they're
I
creative.
don't be like that. Oh,
Whoop.
whip you do.
You do.
Can I state this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
The match I'm looking forward to is Lyra and Roxanne. That's the only match I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we don't really know what they're doing tonight. So
Roxanne.
We're getting
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, John. I was singing. I apologize.
I started flowing too, man. What you talking about? It's a good song.
Tonight on Monday,
Sorry, you know,
we're getting Penta and Kofi. We're getting a run back of those two.
yeah, no,
Nobody
nobody.
got fired, and
Yeah, I'm not letting him lose his job, but it's
so Phoenix is free. I heard. Let's get those two back together, please. Can we?
yeah. Hey, weren't they a tag team? Yeah, I think so. What if, stay with me, if we do that here? Ah, that sounds pretty good. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Somebody said, hey, man, this peanut butter tastes off. This jelly tastes off. What if we put it together? But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. That's exact. Hold on. Maybe, just maybe, instead of 2 tag team divisions,
How about one?
one.
Yeah.
My God, that's the best idea I've ever heard.
How about instead of 2 women's division, how about one?
What?
I mean,
how about instead of calling it the cock, how about we call it the?
There goes
That
Ron.
was for you, Ron. That was for you, Ron.
Yo,
Oh,
big news! We got
Ron.
we got a massive deal, Ron.
Ron,
Lord.
you're talking blue chew. Let me tell you something, Ron. Listen,
Lord,
now in cherry flavor. Yeah. Oh wait, I get to read my ad. Hang on, I gotta be
There you
on Stacks notes. When you need the stamina. Hey, excuse me, sir. Don't I do the coughing? Thank you. Now, when you need the stamina to go all show long, Ron, this is for you, pal. Blue chew.
Lord,
Ron, sometimes, like when we were talking about the cock, sometimes the cock you can be on there a little too, sometimes and go a little too long.
Wait a minute.
So you need to something to help you get through. Because listen, like the Clash, like the Clash in Paris, that was international stuff on the cock. They do weird stuff in Europe, so you have to be sure. And then with cherry flavor.
Yes.
So just remember, when you need the stamina to go all show.
Wait a minute.
3 limos.
Listen, you saw Ric Flair. Listen, we don't recommend you doing Ric Flair then taking taking about 10 packets. We do have health risks.
Yeah, they do.
And listen, we don't recommend you drinking champagne with the blue. You drink a nice ball of water. Listen, they have water advertisements on the cock, so they sell water on the cock.
Wait a minute.
So that sounds like a drink. That sounds like a drink you get in Cancun. So, but I will have the water on the cock. It sounds.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Like, look at all those
It's
cocks
nothing
on
like
the.
a good, cold, refreshing water on the cock.
Let me tell you
Wow.
something.
I'll talk to y'all
Sometimes-
later.
Hey, where you
Never-
going, Ron? You gotta stick with us, man. We're doing the read.
We're doing the read, Ron. This helps me, Ron. So if you don't, you know what, Ron? Okay. Noted, Ron. Noted.
If
Go ahead,
you're,
John.
if you're camping out or jobbing out, get Bluetooth.
Lord,
Hey.
have
Listen, Ron, we're all about the cock here, Ron. Either
Wait
you get on
a
this
minute.
cock or you get off the cock. It's your decision, Ron.
Wait a minute.
I deliver that line with a straight face. So that means
Yes,
I
it
did
Wait
is.
business.
a
Straight
minute.
as the straight faces.
Oh my God.
Nope, and Ron's gone.
Ron said he's off the cock.
He hit the eject button. He's like, F this shit, I'm out.
You may listen. You should be focused on hitting maybe the eject button for something else as well. But
Oh! That was me
round to the end zone, touchdown. Ba, 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 ba. But I do want to say one. Oh my God! I do want to say one thing. I don't want to run the show over any longer than it is. But I wanted to harken back really quickly on Sarkisian, and I think C-Dub had talked about Sarkisian. It's where like it's the track record, it's the resume, and that's the concern that I have. Like I think Arch has the talent, the skill set, but when it comes to the quarter position, especially in college, it's all about it's about where can you go, not just to necessarily start, but also be profitable. Because like I mentioned earlier, Nico, he was doing a great job as the starter for Tennessee until his dad said, I think my son needs some more money. Like it was up to Nico would still be in Tennessee. So, but now Nico he's stuck out there in UCLA and getting his cheeks clapped, when nobody's watching at night. So nobody's watching him at night getting his cheeks clapped, and then it's like UCLA's not even on television, man. Nobody's watching listen. People may pay extra for that, but ain't nobody gonna watch it for free to see you get your cheeks clapped by a school that nobody's heard of. But go ahead, Joe.
I mean, Ladarius, it could be worse. He could be getting his cheeks clapped on the cock.
Damn.
Hey, listen, if he goes to the Big Ten, that might be a reality.
That would be.
No, wait, UCLA's in the Big Ten, so he might
Oh,
get
hell no.
clapped on the cock. And hey, live from UCLA. Here on the listen, it's Big Ten primetime cock action as the UCLA Bruins face the Purdue Boilermakers.
Live.
It's
On the cock.
It's on the cock.
We
got WWE Hall. Yeah, we got Michael Cole here in a Freaky Friday situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Booker T here.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Shucky Ducky Quack Quack. Oh, that
I would
Nico
pay money to hear Booker on a football game.
Oh, Nico on the. Oh yeah. He's whooping more than that trick tonight on that cock. Whoa, Book.
That Hudson tackle. He drinks no water, eats no bread, just me.
And wait.
I like it, man.
Go Hudson. Go Hudson. Wait, is that Jada Park? Yeah, it's coming. Yeah.
We
interview with Jada Park. Oh, you want speaking of balls, we'll be right back on the cock. Wait, Book. No. Hi. This is live, Book. We can't. No, we have buttons, Book. Shucky ducky. But to go back to my point, I'll be really quick. Now we talked about like great coaches and how to look at the quarterback situation, and I think John mentioned the whole situation with Justin Fields. Here's the thing: quarterback competition. It's not like it used to. People would actually stay; they wouldn't transfer. But in the world of NIL, you want to go somewhere where you want to start and maybe make a few bucks. I'm not knocking that. But going back to Sarkisian, like if you look at Steve Sarkisian's resume, because I'm all about resumes. Because I cooked on John Harbaugh the other week. So I guess it's going after coaches week. It's like, think about this. Sarkisian spent 5 seasons at Washington, and he was 34-29. And he left there to go to UCLA. He was only there for 2 seasons. Well, he didn't even finish the second season. And at that time, he was 12-6. And then we know he had to stint in the NFL, whatever, however. But when you look at the resume, there's more pressure on Steve Sarkisian than it is Arch Manning. And the fact of the matter is that what separates teams like Georgia, like when I saw Georgia, I'm not concerned about Georgia's defense because Tennessee's offense is great.
Yeah.
And sometimes, listen, it's like in the NFL. Even the most elite teams are going to have a down week or two. They may win, but they may have to, find ways to win. That's what good teams do. And at the quarterback position, like, I look at the job, listen, I look at like Gunnar Stockton. Listen, Georgia's offense stepped up and met Tennessee's offense. Yeah. Let's be clear. The one thing about Kirby Smart, what makes him, in my opinion, the best coach in college football is because even in the SEC, which is the toughest conference, even before adding Texas and Oklahoma, it was always the best conference in football.
Yeah.
And what did Kirby do? Kirby just basically he pulled a back-to-back. Like Kirby Smart learned under Nick Saban. Like I tell people, name a successful, like outside of like in terms of a successful quarterback, like look at Nick Saban's resume. Nick Saban's all about defense. So is Kirby. Listen, they coach guys for Sundays. Okay, especially because that's what Nick Saban did at Alabama. I'm not saying the quarter position is not important for Georgia or for Alabama. It's about understanding the offense and doing your role and make big plays when you have to make big plays. The quarterback position differs upon where you go. Like Lane Kiffin, it's all about the offense there at Ole Miss. It's all about getting the quarterback position right with him.
Yeah.
Not every coach is made equal. It's like, it's like the Gator fan defending Georgia. No, it's that, listen, when I watch Georgia play, they have something that I feel Florida's lacked for years, and that's discipline. Like, it's a structured situation. What makes the SEC schools an attractive job is that you're competing in the best conference in college football, and you have the resources to be successful. What separates certain teams, and I'm not trying to knock the Big Ten, the ACC, or nothing like that, but think about this. Are you built to coach in the SEC? Kirby Smart is all about the SEC. He played at Georgia. Yeah. If there's anybody who understands the SEC, it's Kirby Smart. He played at Georgia, coached under arguably who many people consider to be the greatest college coach of all time in Nick Saban. And to your point, you said earlier, C-Dub, I feel that Georgia, it's wide open. But if I had to give a favorite, Georgia still looks good. It's just like all that has to happen is if Gunnar Stockton can just keep the, hey, you got a great stable, you got a great running backs back there, you got a great defense, you're going to be fine. The path for you is easier. And it's hard for me to say that in the SEC because listen, Georgia plays listen, every great team is going to play down. Doesn't mean they're going to lose the game. They're going to play down. Look. And people like you can't put up 35 points a game every week. All right. I hate to break that to people, but the fact of the matter is that Georgia finds ways to win, conventional or otherwise. That's what great teams do on any level of sport, any level of football, or any level of sports. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, on your comment there, I'll just pick it back up real quick on it. With Georgia, I expect us to lose a game or two because I think this college football, now with the playoffs and all the teams, I feel that's the way it's going. It's that you're not going to have undefeated teams like you used to. And the other thing is, I don't think that's a bad thing. And
no, that's the thing. I mean to cut you up, but if Georgia drops a game, Georgia will still be a top 4 seed because it's the SEC. Because there's a strong chance that if Georgia loses a game, it's going to be to an SEC school who's also going to probably make the college football playoff. They're not out here losing to scrubs, or they're not losing to like the worst team in the SEC. It's like, to your point, if that thing didn't happen at the end of that game with Tennessee, we're having a different conversation.
Exactly.
But But the fact of the matter is that to your point, C-Dub, I agree. You can eat a loss or two, especially in the SEC. Oh yeah, because listen, whether you want to believe it or not, I don't care if it's the old school BCS system or the BCS system. It rewarded you for jacking up points.
Mm-hmm.
Because like think about it, like with Miami, I used to say Miami was why they was at the top because they were in the Big East. They were beating the cheeks off of Rutgers and off of Boston College before they became like it's like and Duke like it was nothing. It's like 56-3 or I'm like these aren't real scores, but they had NFL guys everywhere, so it felt like. And they said why they kept winning because they had NFL guys. It's like with Georgia, why are they shutting down great? They have NFL guys, and even if they eat a loss, they're not terrible. It's that hey, like the movie, like Any Given Sunday, it's Any Given Saturday.
Yeah,
it can happen. Doesn't mean you're terrible. I'm sorry. I mean to cut you off. I apologize.
It's all good. All right, let's wrap it up. John, since you were our guest and you joined in on us, so tell the good people where they can find you, so we can get people to go to your channel and watch some of your stuff. So go ahead and plug your stuff.
All right, you can find me on YouTube, John Brooks on YouTube, and you can find me on Twitter. You guys can follow me there, and you guys can follow me on Instagram as well. I'm at John Brooks on Instagram, and that's pretty much it. And I'll send it over to my boy Ladarius.
Oh, and he's doing throat. Mike,
look at him!
Look, he's just tossing it to me. I'm like, listen.
And he's not afraid of Blue Chew or the cock. So this is great.
Listen, we need confidence on the cock. That's a t-shirt.
Yes.
Ladarius.
What are you wearing? Oh, just my confidence on the cock shirt I got from the CLR Crew. It's a limited edition, so we don't have your size, then you're screwed. But we sell husky size stuff around here. None of that. But anyway, but first of all, I want to thank you, John. Thank you, C-Dub. Thank you for this amazing chat. You can find me and then John follow me on Instagram. I don't know if I'm following you or not. I don't know. But you can follow me on Twitter and TikTok at Ladarius_Brown. You can follow me on Instagram, Ladarius_Brown. Writer, editor for Beyond Women's Sports. The WNBA playoffs are happening. And listen, my Seattle Storm took a very bad loss to the Aces. We're not going to talk about that. And we're just going to gloss over it. Just like the Gators thing, we're going to gloss over. We're not going to talk about it. To me, it's the Tony D'Angelo sort of situation. I can go another hour on it, but we're not. And then like I say, I do NFL previews. I'll have a preview out for the Thursday night game when Buffalo and Miami face off. I'll have a preview of that game as well, and preview. So and later in the week, we'll probably do another show, but that preview should be coming out. If not tomorrow, it'll come out on Wednesday on all across my social media platform. Also on the Facebook page, we have Sports in the World as well. And I'll probably post the previews there as well.
Awesome.
And then I throw it to you, C-Dub. If John can throw it to me, I throw it to you.
Awesome. All right. Well, C28 is the channel where you can find us doing these shows. We'll be talking about Monday Night Raw, Homecoming, and even preview WrestlePalooza. It's going to be a big show, minus the Brock Lesnar pants rip. It's still weird how he decided to twerk versus just tell us why he was there. Anyway,
Hashtag get Brock Lesnar.
And Brock ripped his pants and
Cowboy Brock is more. I declare Cowboy Brock is more entertaining and should be in the Hall of Fame over regular Brock. That's just
I enjoy Boombox Brock as well.
Oh yes, Boombox Brock's was amazing.
Yeah,
that man was revolutionary. Before
it's relatable, and it's like, and then like maybe not a little, yeah.
Dude, he has some moves too. I mean, I really don't want people to question it. Brock was just jamming back in the day.
And then for the fact that he said he didn't know R-Truth when he called out Paul Heyman at that Rumble with a Rumble, that was, and I throw you over the top rope. Paul Heyman is like, bro.
My favorite part of that promo was, I don't even know you. Well, I'm Ron Cena. And then he's like, aren't you a bit old to be his younger brother?
Listen, age differs for everybody. Age differs. So, aren't you older than Cena? Shut up.
That would be like me saying the same thing about Cena. But anyway, yeah, so and then Cody comes in, Captain America, and dispersive.
Captain G.I. Joe Cody.
Hey, look, we leave Guile alone. He just had another baby, so he's got to get those checks.
You listen, he had a lot more adrenaline in his soul because of
he made another baby. Look, he solved racism. That's all I know. I'll never forget the AEW promo.
Like we gotta Cody, we need to have a conversation about that. Look. Like Cody, obviously you see why I have a problem with it, Cody. You just look at me. I look like your wife. I think you see why I have the problem.
Well, my favorite part of that promo is Brandy going, he said he wasn't going to tell me anything because he wanted to see the look on my face. I think he saw the look on my face and knew. Cut it. I'm like, oh, God bless Cody Raheem Rose. All right. And then, but yeah, we'll talk about SmackDown. I mean, I think all in all, I can't wait for this week, especially this will be the first time ESPN is doing a pay-per-view now. So I don't even know how to try to watch this. So it's going to be all interesting. I have everything set up on my TV. So I think all I got to do is watch it off ESPN's thing, but we'll see.
Yeah, and I forgot I had the ESPN up. Because I bought the I got the Disney Plus
Hulu and
whatever packet. Yeah, because I saved more because so I was like, and I said, I have the ESPN app, so I'm like, I know what everybody complaining about. I was like, oh, you got to pay more. I'm like, listen, I like to watch a little Disney, I can watch a little Lion King. I'm like, I can watch WrestlePalooza. I mean, you can be watching Palooza on the cock, but it's something. Palooza on the cock, man. That's
watching on the cock was more professional. It made me feel more appreciated. I don't know about ESPN. I feel too commercial.
Listen, I don't know. It feels like it was a little bit messy at times, but the cock was always there.
Yeah,
and
it was clean,
and the cock was
strong.
Like ESPN feels a little bit like uppity for the cock, and compared to the cock. So listen, riding with the cock forever. But listen, we'll see if ESPN can be anything around the neighborhood of the cock.
Yeah,
so
I mean, they got a lot to live up to, especially if they want the Blue Chew ad.
Because listen, I can't imagine seeing Stephen A. Smith on the cock. So that makes sense.
Stephen A. is afraid of the cock. That's what I'll say.
I read similar.
All right, guys. For Ladarius, for John, I'm C-Dub. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Thanks for everyone that came in. Christy, Ladarius. Let's see. I got Craig. We had even John. We had a lot of people actually come on in. But look, hope you all enjoyed the show. Tell a friend. And we out. Peace.
Peace.